いと思います。皆さん、こんにちは。チューズフランスウェビナーシリーズ、3日目ですね。今日は語学留学についての1日となっております。皆さんどうぞよろしくお願いいたします。まず、アンスティチュフランセ日本の、紹介を、小山さんと、加藤さんにしていただきたいと思います。それでは小山さん、どうぞお願いします。
はい、今ご紹介に預かりました小山と申します。今日はアンスティチュフランセのプレゼンにご参加いただきましてありがとうございます。そうですね、冒頭の最初の15分ぐらいを使って、アンスティチュフランセがどういう学校なのかっていう紹介と、また来月6月から、夏学期の講座の申し込みが始まりますので、どういった講座がを行っているかっていうその簡単な紹介を私の方からはさせていただきたいと思います。それでは簡単に画面を見ながらご紹介させていただきます。まずアンスティチュフランセですけれども、アンスティチュって皆さんいらっしゃったことがあるか、ちょっといらっしゃったことがある方もいらっしゃるかと思いますが、ですね、アンスティチュフランセ、まだご存じない人には、アンスティチュフランセは、フランス政府が公式の文化、また語学の施設となっていまして、後ほどご説明しますけれども、ただの語学学校、語学学校といっても、民間の語学学校はたくさんありますけれども、単なる語学学校にはとどまらずにですね、フランス文化を広く発信している、そういった施設になります。フランス文化機関ネットワークと書きましたけれども、在日フランス大使館の管轄のもとにですね、アンスティチュフランセという、アンスティチュフランセが日本に6校ありまして、東京、横浜、京都、大阪、福岡、沖縄に、それぞれあります。また、アンスティチュは異なりますけれども、アリアンス・フランセーズという学校が札幌、仙台、名古屋、徳島にありまして、2つ合わせると日本全国に10校あります。画面に日本地図出ていますけれども、ほぼこの10校で、日本の全土をカバーしているような、それぐらいの広いネットワークになります。で皆さんがフランス語をすでに学ばれている方も、またこれから学ぼうとしている方もそれぞれいらっしゃるかと思いますけれども、フランス語がどういう言語かといいますと、世界地図載せましたが、世界のほぼ5大陸で、話者がいる、約3億人のフランス語の話者がいると言われています。また国際機関の公用語と書きましたけども、国連や OECD、また NATO といった名だたる機関でフランス語は英語と並んで使われています。また、オリンピック・パラリンピックが今、この夏に予定されていますけれども、オリンピックでも使われている言葉です。また、フランコフォニーといって、フランス語を共有する国々、この世界地図は、このフランコフォニーの国々が載っている地図なんですが、主に約90の国がフランコフォニーに加盟しています。政治、外交の舞台でも使われますし、また皆さん馴染みがあるかもしれませんけれども、お料理ですとかパティスリーですね、洋菓子、またファッションといった文化やまた芸術の面でも広く使われている、そんな言語がフランス語です。で皆さん、目的は様々、学習方法も多種多様とここに掲げましたけれども、皆様がフランス語を勉強される目的はいろいろあるかと思いますけど、今日のこのチューズフランスに、参加されている皆様は主に留学のために、フランス語を勉強されていらっしゃるかと思います。皆様の異なる目的に合わせてですね、一人一人のニーズに合った授業がアンスティチュフランセには必ず見つかるようにですね、例えば東京では約160ものバリエーションの にあふれた講座が用意されておりますし、東京以外の、大阪、京都、関西をはじめ、九州ですとか横浜の学校でも多種多様な講座を用意しておりますので、皆さんのニーズですとか時間ですよね、目的にかなった授業が必ず見つかると思います。またグループレッスンもまた、一人一人に合わせたプライベートレッスンもですね、どちらも、通学でも受けられますし、またオンラインでも受講することができます。フランスらしい雰囲気をアンスティチュで味わいたい方は、ぜひ通学コースを選んでいただきたいと思いますし、また、時間に制限がある方ですとか、移動に制限がある方は、効率よく勉強のできるオンラインをご検討いただきたいと思います。アンスティチュフランセの特色ですが、冒頭でも申し上げましたけれども、フランス政府の公式機関であるということ。また、先生たちはですね、みんな外国人にフランス語を教えるためのフルーという資格を持っている、経験の豊かな先生方が教鞭をとっています。また、授業以外にもですね、フランス政府の認定の資格試験であるデルフ、ダルフ、定政府といった試験の受験会場にもなっています。また、語学を教えられるだけではなくて、そうですね、フランス文化の拠点、また発信地として、アンスティチュは皆様を迎えておりまして、映画ですとか音楽、講演会、展覧会、また食ですね、ガストロノミーや多彩なイベントを1年を通じて、開催しています。ちょっと今はこういう状況ですので、なかなかイベントの開催が難しいんですけれども、まさに日本で皆さんの身近に触れることのできるフランスが集まっていると、アンスティチュでは味わえると言えます。ぜひお越しいただきたいと思います。それではアンスティチュの主なアンスティチュの講座ですけれども、1番から7番まで、だいたい主に7つのカテゴリーに分けられているんですが、総合フランス語からキッズ、ジュニア向け講座、ビジネスフランス語、会話、補足強化、文化講座、また最後に資格試験対策講座となっています。留学を目指されている皆様にとっては、主にですね、総合フランス語や、会話の講座、また補足強化といった講座が適しているのではないかと思いますし、デルフ、ダルフといった試験を受けられる方は試験対策講座もご検討いただきたいと思います。総合フランス語講座ですが、その名の通りですね、フランス語を体系的に学ぶことができる講座となっていまして、右側に写真出てますけど、これ使う教科書の写真でして、最大の特徴はこれらの教科書を使ってですね、話す、聞く、読む、書くといった4つの技能をバランスよく学べるというのが最大の特徴で、入門レベルから上級、またマスターレベルまで広い学習レベルを対象としています。また、皆さんの学習時間に合わせてですね、いろんな時間の講座を用意してますので、自分のペースに合わせて学習できるというのも、ポイントです。また、最初の初級の段階からフランス人の先生方がコミュニケーション能力を養成するためにフランス語を使って教えますので、文法を学びながら自然にフランス語が身についていくというのが特徴です。また、Zoom を使ったオンライン授業もオンラインの総合講座もありますので、ぜひオンラインでも、受講を考えてみていただきたいと思います。また、この夏学期からですね、新しいコンセプトの入門者向けのオンライン講座が、今、ちょうど準備されているところですので、また、 講座が固まりましたら、ご案内を差し上げたいと思います。キッズジュニア向けと書きましたけれども、ちょっとこれは留学の皆様にはあまり関わりがないかもしれませんけれども、子供のうちからフランス語に触れるような機会を与えるような授業をアンスティチュでは、行っています。ビジネスフランス語ですが、これは、いずれ、留学の後にビジネス、そうですね、就職に即してフランス語を使うというような場面で、ビジネスに特化したフランス語の講座をですね、学ぶことができる。仕事でフランス語が必要になったり、キャリアアップを目指している方、また将来的には通訳や翻訳の仕事をされたいという方、またボランティア、フランス語圏からの旅行者、今なかなかいませんけども、いずれ旅行者の案内をしたいという方や、また通訳ガイドを目指している方には、ビジネスフランス語の授業はふさわしいかと思います。また、補足強化講座ですけれども、これは、そうですね、留学の前に、ある程度フランス語の力を身につけていくと、留学してからですね、私個人の経験からもですけれども、留学前にフランス語を身につけておくと、向こうでの留学生活がスムーズにスタートできますので、特にですね、発音ですとか聞き取りといった項目を伸ばしたいという方は、総合フランス語と合わせて、補足強化の講座も受けられてみると良いかと思います。5番目の会話ですけれども、こちらはその名の通りですね、ある程度文法知識は身についているけれども、なかなか身近にフランス人がいなかったりして、そうですね、日本にいるとなかなかフランス語を話すという機会が身近にないかもしれませんけれども、話すことに焦点を当てたそういった講座になっていまして、徹底的に、オーラルの訓練を、するような授業がアンスティチュでは用意されています。テーマ別文化講座ですけれども、これはフランス語を学びながら、フランス文化についても同時に知識を深められるというような講座がラインナップされていまして、テーマは文学ですとか歴史、詩や映画、建築、美術史、ガストロノミーといった幅広いテーマの授業がありますので、こちらは皆さんの興味に合わせてですね、フランス語の授業と合わせて受講されてみると良いかと思います。最後、7番目の資格試験対策講座ですが、先ほど申し上げましたが、デルフ・ダルフ、定性 F といって、ある程度フランスの大学の入学の要件にもなっている試験がありますので、ご受験を考えられている方は、合格を目指して、合わせてこの講座を受講されてみると、合格にさらに近づくかと思います。資格試験に関しましては、後ほど後半の部分でもですね、詳しくご案内差し上げます。最後に、アンスティチュの施設のご案内ですけれども、アンスティチュには、教室の他にですね、メディアテックといって、図書館ですけれども、本です、書籍ですとか雑誌、またフランスの漫画といいますか、バンドデシネですね。また絵本など、DVD、CD といった豊富な資料をアンスティチュでは取り揃えておりまして、なかなか日本の図書館では見つからないような本ですとか、DVD 等も見つかりますので、受講者の方は自由に利用できますので、ぜひ、留学の準備に活用されてみていただきたいと思います。最後に、東京近郊にお住まいの方は、ご存知かもしれないんですけど、2年、3年にわたって工事がずっと続いていたアンスティチュフランセ東京ですけども、いよいよもう今月末に工事が完成して、夏学期はこの新しい校舎で授業が行われますので、ぜひ有名な建築家が建てられた素敵な校舎を 見に来て足を運んでみていただきたいと思います。最後になりましたが、こちらが東京から横浜、京都、大阪、九州、沖縄各校の連絡先になってまして、夏学期の申し込みは来月13日から始まりますので、ぜひ、ご検討いただきたいと思います。ありがとうございます。
先ほども小山の方がフランスの公式フランス語資格試験デルフ・ダルフとかの紹介がありましたけど、一応大学に入学される方、ちょっとご自身の今のフランス語レベルを測りたい方というのがこのフランス政府の公式、試験があるので、一応、合格すると一生有効なので、また機会があれば、ぜひ受けてみてください。プレゼンは終わりたいと思います。
特に皆さん差し支えなければ、今後ですね、私どもニュースレターなど発行していますので、お送り差し上げたいと思います。
はい、どうもありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
改めまして、皆さん、こんにちは。今日はですね、チューズフランスウェビナーシリーズ3日目ということで、語学留学についての1日をお送りしております。今日はですね、15時からEPITAという学校の、セリアさんですね、セリア・ドゥラッセルさんですね、に、学校のことをお話ししていただきたいと思います。セリア、どうぞ。Bonjour, セリア。
Bonjour, good afternoon, everyone. So today I'm going to present you our French center. So now I will share my screen with you. Okay. So here we are. So I'm Célia de la Selle, okay, from the French Center or EPITA, based in Paris. So I'm very glad today to be part of the Choose France webinar organized by Campus France. It's a pleasure for me. So today's presentation will be in 4 parts. So first of all, I'm going to present you our French Center. I'm going to describe our school, also talk about our labels, and also how to learn French during COVID time. Then I will explain you the services we offer for international students. So I will explain the different services you can have at EPITA. And then I will explain you in more detail how can you learn French at French by EPITA, which means what method do we use by the teacher and with the students, what kind of French program do we propose for international students, and also I will at the end I will reply to your questions. So if you have any doubt, question at the end of the webinar, do not hesitate to ask me. So our French Center belongs to EPITA, which is a bilingual school of engineering and computer science, and we are based in Paris, in France. And our French Center was created in 2015, okay, and since its creation, more than 1,200 students have followed French classes since the beginning. So we have each year a lot of international students who come to our campus, and we are really glad to host international students. So here I did put some figures for you to understand our school in general. So our French Center is part of the first engineering school, which is dedicated for computer science. Each year we have more than 400 international students. And for example, this year we had 47 different nationalities. So it's a pleasure to host a student from all over the world. We also have 5 campuses, okay, in France. So in Paris, in Lyon, Toulouse, Strasbourg, and Rennes. And for the French Center, we do have classes in a Paris campus because it's the capital and it's here when you can discover most things. Okay. Then we have also more than 8,000 graduates, okay, who are working now in more than 2,000 companies and in 40 countries. We also have a lot of partners, okay, international partners, more than 80 partners in 40 countries. And to give an example with Japan, EPITA works with Shibora Institute of Technology in Tokyo. Okay, it's one of the examples, but we have also a lot of partners in Asia as well. Regarding our staff, okay, there are more than 50% of the staff who has international abilities. I mean, we have a French team, but also really an international team, and we speak different languages, okay, French, of course, English, Spanish, Chinese, so we are able to reply to your demands. And also what we have in our French center in this EPITA school is 40 student clubs. It means that you can do several activities. Okay, if you like music, if you like sport, you can attend a club and you can meet people who have the same interest as you. So it can really be interesting for you. And so now I will explain where is our French center. So as you can see in the map, we are based in the south of Paris, okay, in the red dot. This is our school. So it's quite central, you know, it's 15 minutes from the center of Paris by metro, okay. You have the line 7, and from this line, you can access really high touristic points, okay. You can reach Châtelet, you can reach Musée du Louvre. You may have heard about this museum, about paintings, about the opera. So many places that you can reach from the French center of EPITA. And I'm sure if you want to learn French in Paris, you want also to discover the city. So it's good to be near. So here is the map of the center. And here you can see how the campus looks like. Okay, it's good to see and picture how it looks like. So it's quite a modern environment, as you can see. We use a lot of screens. Okay, yes, EPITA is an engineering school, so they have implemented even for our French classes some TVs, as you can see, and the French teacher use these supports for the classes. So it's really an interactive way of teaching, and it's quite dynamic. You also have on the left a space dedicated to international students, which means that you can have a seat there. You can have your lunch, you can meet other international students, you can even study, as there is a Wi-Fi, so you have a wide range of possibilities in a dynamic environment and a team who is dedicated to you. Also, I want to emphasize on our labels, on our label, which has label qualité fleu. So I'm here emphasizing on the label which are linked with the French. So you have the label qualité fleu. Maybe you have heard about this. So it's a French label. Okay, we obtained this label in 2015. We were granted the French label qualité fleu, and it was renewed in 2019. So this label, what it is about? It is about the quality of the training of the French program, about the quality of the teacher, and also the hosting of the students. How do we host the students, and the follow-up of the students, as well as the staff, okay, our international staff, and security and equipment, okay. And so for this label, we obtain, as you can see in the picture, second picture on the left, the 3 stars for each of the 5 criteria. So we had the maximum for all these criteria. Okay, so it's really a good point to get a label when you are a French center. Okay, it demonstrates the quality of the center. Another label which is quite important as well is Bienvenue en France. In English, welcome to France. Okay. So since 2019, we were granted this label, Bienvenue en France, and it also evaluates the quality of 5 criteria. okay, which are the quality and accessibility of information, the quality and accessibility of the reception facilities, the training offer, the support of teaching, okay, it has a link with the label Qualité Fleu as well, housing and the quality of campus life. This is really important because when you arrive to a new country, you don't know where you are going to stay. So it's good to have a team who helps you in finding a place, okay, and also to be well integrated in the campus life, okay. And also we provide the quality postgraduate follow-up for our students, okay, who are studying in engineering school, but also for our students who are coming especially for the French program, okay. We do follow up them, even if after when they come back to the country, we like keeping in touch with our students. And last but not least, today we are here thanks to Campus France, okay? And you may know that Campus France is responsible for promoting French higher education abroad and welcoming foreign students, researchers to France. So it's really important to promote the French language abroad, and we're really happy to be here today to talk about our school. Then I did put some other label, but because we are engineering school, we are accredited by the Conférence des Directeurs des Écoles Françaises, like Commission of Title for Engineering. And we also had a norm ISO 9001, which also did evaluate the quality of our management. So now I want to emphasize also on something specific about the COVID situation time, okay, and to let you know how do we deal with this COVID time, how do we teach French during this COVID time, and the measures we have taken to make sure that the classes take place, okay? So next intake for our French class is September 2021. And so the classes will be on campus, okay? We have adapted our campus for this. But I want also to tell you that we can also implement hybrid mode. We did it for our students this time, which means one part of the students in class in Paris and the other part abroad, okay? This can be a possibility if, for example, you don't have your visa for the first day of class in France and you can start learning by distance before coming to campus. Okay, but we'll make sure you come before, you get your visa on time and start with us in a presence way. So what we do at EPITA, we do apply a COVID barrier gesture, okay? We respect the measures given by the government. So the social distances are maintained, okay? There is hydroalcoholic gel in all the campus to make sure that students can disinfect well, okay? For the classroom, okay, the classroom have been adapted, okay, and ventilation is done, okay. In the classes, there is only one student per table, okay. The tables are well separated, okay. Mask also is compulsory, not only for the staff, but also for the students, okay. So when you enter in the building, we make sure everyone has his mask, okay, just for security reasons. What we also do at the French Center is that we clean and we disinfect our campus, okay? Generally, it's 2 to 3 times a day. And we have a specific team, okay, for the disinfection, okay? And we also put some signs, you will see it if you come to study with us, in the campus in order to avoid that so many people cross themselves. And so it's on one way of circulation. So here was to talk a little bit about how we are organized in this specific period. Okay, I think it's important for you to know that we do respect the measure and we are glad to host you. And also what we do provide for our international students is services, okay? It's really important that when you arrive, you feel like you feel great in Paris, you feel great in the French Center. So we try to help you at the maximum so you have a good stay with us and you remember your experience in France. And maybe you will stay later on. Some of our students even stay after. So what we do propose, okay, we do propose airport pickup, okay, which means that when you arrive from Japan, and when you arrive at Paris, at the airport, you will be able to have an airport pickup, okay, and it will you will arrive at your apartment in Paris, or if you are staying in a friend, you can go directly there. So regarding housing, we do help our students to find an accommodation near campus. We know that it's not always easy to arrive to a country and to find a house. So we will help you to find this. We have partners, we have studios, we have shared apartments. So you can even share with another Japanese friend or international friend or even French. Okay, so it can be good for you. And also near campus. So sometimes we have a lot of students who come just walking to the campus. So it's a good quality for you. And what we provide, and this I think it's really important, it's cultural activities in Paris, okay? As we are really near from Paris, we do like doing a lot of activities with the teacher. We go to museum, to exhibitions, and we also assist you, okay? We have a whole French and multilingual team who is dedicated to you, okay? We are always happy to reply to your demands. It can be about your program, about the French courses, your timetable, something you want to know about Paris, we'll be happy to reply to you. And last but not least, as I said earlier, we are a modern school. We do have cafeteria. We have a full international floor, okay, for international students. And we do provide as well Wi-Fi, okay? So if you want to communicate with your family as well, your friends, you want to study, you will be able to do it thanks to the Wi-Fi. So now that we have talking about the services, now I want to explain you why learning French in our French Center at EPITA. So as I mentioned earlier, we are labelized French Center by the label Qualité Fleur, okay, which is recognized by the French government. And so it shows that we have a quality in not only teaching, but also in terms of staff and equipment in the French Center. If you study with us, you will be able to study in a small group, okay? There are no more than 16 students per class. So this will help you really to communicate with the other classmates in French. Of course, you will try to speak with them in French, okay? With your teacher, if you don't understand something, do not hesitate to ask the teacher. They are really helpful. They reply to your demand, they reply to your emails. They want you really to be involved in the process of learning French, okay? So in general, we have small groups. And at the end of the training of the program, okay, you will get a French certificate, okay, regarding the common European framework of references from languages. You may have heard about this. It's a referential, okay, from the A1 level. A1 level is the basic level of the language to C2, which is really the mastering of the language. So when you finish your French classes, you will get a French certificate which attests you had acquired this level, okay? And what you can do also in our school, okay, you can even do a French official certification. So we do propose a TFI, which is an official French certification, and you can do this test, okay, and which will attest officially your level in French. And it can be useful if you want to stay later on in France, for example, in French university, they will ask you for this kind of documents. So as I said also, you will study in a modern environment, okay, with good equipment, with TVs, okay, with Wi-Fi. And you will also have, as I said, the possibility to communicate with our international team, okay, who is dedicated to you, and you will benefit from an individualized following, okay? We'll be here to help you, okay, before your arrival, when you are here in your program, and even after, okay? So we make sure you really feel good in our French campus. And also, as I said, it's really important for in learning a language, it's also learning its culture, okay? So we'll propose cultural activities in Paris with a teacher, teachers with your other classmates. And you will also benefit from the expertise of our teachers who are all native French, and they are specialized in learning French as a foreign language. So they know how to teach to foreign people. It's really different from teaching to French people. So they know how to get you engaged in the process of learning French. And it's a pleasure for them. We have 12 teachers, and they are there to really help you learning French. So now I will explain our method, okay, that we use to teach you French, okay? So first of all, what we do in general is a French placement test. So it's not an exam, okay? Sometimes students get worried about this. No, not at all. It's just a placement test in order to evaluate your initial level in French, okay? It's really important we know this in order to put you in the right group of French. We want you to study with people who have the same level as you, okay? So we organize a written and an oral French level test before the arrival, okay? Then, as I mentioned, you will learn with native French teachers who are specialized in teaching French as a foreign language, and you will really get engaged in a dynamic way of learning, okay? Our teacher use a lot of different supports, okay? We have books, but it's not only about books, it's also about different support, advertisement you can see in the street, menus of restaurant, songs. So it's a lot of competencies, a lot of supports, which will be given by your teachers, okay? And do not hesitate to tell your teacher what you want to learn. They always adapt the content to the course, to the level, okay? If you are a beginner, you will learn simple things, basic things, so you can try to communicate until C2, where it's a complete mastering of the language. Okay, so French cultural activities, as I have mentioned a lot of this, okay, it's going out, visiting Paris with your teachers, your classmates, and it's also a good way of opening to the new country, to the new culture, okay? So you will learn the language, not only the language, but also the culture, okay? And at the end of your program in French, you will get a final evaluation and a French certificate. French evaluation, final evaluation, is to make sure you acquired the level, okay, of French. Okay, we want to know what you did acquire. Okay, it's really important. And at the end, you will get a French certificate, okay, from the French Center of EPITA, which attests, okay, your level of French. So now I have spoken about cultural activities. So here I did put you an example. So each month I send to students a newsletter, a cultural newsletter, to give you some tips about Paris, okay? I know you're coming from Japan, you have made so many efforts to come to study with us. So we want to make sure that you will discover Paris. So in general, I give you an exhibition, an art exhibition. So for the month of May, I did put an exhibition which is taking place in Paris now about a Spanish painter, Dali. I give you also some restaurant tips, okay? So when you arrive, you don't know the restaurant, you don't know the places to eat, so I will give you some tips. So as an example, I gave you what we did with our former students. So we did visit the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre Museum, or even temporary exhibitions. There are a lot of exhibitions in Paris about street arts, about photography, about anything, so it can be of your interest. And also our teacher, okay, they will not only show you the main touristic places, but also the hidden places, okay? It's good to know because they are living, most of them are living in the center of Paris, they really know the city, and they will show you really the hidden passages. So it's really important for you. You will have a different point of view about the city. And also what is important about French culture, it's also its gastronomy, okay? We like eating different foods, we like sharing the food. And so in general, we go with a group of students in a typical French brasserie when you will try some French dishes. Okay, so this is part of the experience of learning French. So this was about the cultural part. Okay, here now I present you the program that we do offer for you. Okay, at the French Center of EPITA, we make sure that our programs reply to your needs. So for this, we have two programs, a short-term program and a long-term program. Okay, the short-term program is a program of 3 weeks. Okay, it's an intensive French course. Okay, you can access to this course if you are a beginner or if you have an advanced level. Okay, it's for all levels. Okay, there is no requirements. Okay, and this course is composed of 45 hours of French. Okay, and the next intake will be in September, okay, of this year. And we do organize for this program 2 intakes per year. Okay, so in September and in January. And the cost of this program is of 405 euros. Okay. And so this program in general, our students choose it, okay, because they want to spend really a short period of time in Paris, but they want to learn the French language in order to, when they go to a museum or they go to buy a sandwich, they want to know some words in French. So, and in a quick way, okay? So that's why, in general, people select this program, okay? We do also offer a program, which is a long-term program. This is if you want to stay longer in learning French with us. So it's a 4-month program. It's also for all levels. So you can come if you have never studied French before. And it's composed of 200 hours of French, okay? The next intake is also in September 2021, okay? And there are also 2 intakes per year, in September and in January, okay? And you can also stay longer, okay? Sometimes our students start in September for 4 months and they want to continue, so they do another 4 months. So in general, some students stay around 8 months studying with us, okay? And the cost of this program is 1,800 euros, okay? So for these 2 programs, okay, that we propose, you can register directly in our website that I did put you below, okay, apply.epita.net, okay. And for your information, the application deadline is on 31st of July, okay. So here is about the program. So now I will explain an online admission procedure. Okay, so you have the website, which is the same I have indicated. So first you're going to go on the website, you choose your program. So you choose a program type, if it's short term or long term. You're applying for the French Center, and then you select the desired intake, okay, the intake year. So for the next intake, it's September, okay, maybe you will be interested in January 2022, it depends, okay? So once you have chosen your program, you will have to download some personal files, okay, to apply. So it will be your resume, your passport, your photo, your statement of purpose, okay? These are the documents you have to apply, okay? And then we do read all your documents, okay, all your application, and we approve your application. And then you will receive a pre-inscription letter, okay, directly to your email address. Okay, once you receive this letter of pre-inscription, you will be able to connect again in the platform and pay for your program fees, okay? So I want to mention that we have a secure platform, okay, in EPITA, and the payment is done through Flywire, so it's really a secure platform. So once the payment is made, a letter of admission of enrollment will be sent to the students, okay? And from this step, you can start, okay, the process of your visa with your embassy, okay? I recommend you do it once you get your enrollment letter, because depending the country, okay, it takes time, okay? So make sure you start your process earlier as you can. It's the best, okay? And then what we do once you are enrolled, okay, we keep in touch with you. We ask you about your visa process, okay, it's long, not long, okay? And then we welcome you on campus. So then we are really happy when you arrive, okay? For the first week, we will present you the teams, the programs, the teacher. We start with a cultural activity, and then you will start your program with your teacher, okay? And depending the level, you will have a certain program. So here is the procedure. So now I have finished the presentation. I will share a short video with you, okay, to show you how the school looks like. I cannot share. Oh, the video is not. Now I'm sharing it with you. So here is an insight of our school. So you can get a vision of our French Center. Enjoy it.
Avant d'arriver ici, je ne parlais pas français du tout.
Je ne parlais pas du tout français.
Finalement, je peux m'exprimer en oral, je peux parler avec des gens qui vivent ici. Avant, ce n'était pas possible.
Depuis l'ouverture du centre FLE de l'EPITA, tout a été mis en œuvre pour la réussite des étudiants. Le label qualité FLE, qui nous a été remis en juillet 2015, appuie et reconnaît la qualité de nos prestations.
Le centre de FLE de l'EPITA est intégré au sein d'une grande école d'ingénieurs en intelligence informatique. Vous aurez la possibilité de travailler avec des étudiants de ce domaine extraordinaire du numérique et de bénéficier ainsi d'une formation à la fois littéraire et scientifique.
Les groupes sont toujours à taille très humaine, entre on va dire 10-16 élèves. Et ça permet quand même toujours de faire un travail au plus près des besoins des apprenants.
Les cours sont très actifs et on parle toujours en français.
Alors,
j'aime beaucoup faire des activités ludiques. C'est vrai que là, c'est l'idéal puisqu'on a une mixité au niveau des nationalités des étudiants et le gros volume horaire. Donc, ce qui permet de vraiment proposer des activités très différentes et dans les 4 compétences. Production écrite, production orale, compréhension écrite et compréhension orale.
La lettre de motivation, le CV, l'entretien d'embauche font partie intégrante de leur formation.
Aujourd'hui, je travaille un poste d'ingénieur avant-vente et je fais le support technique aussi. J'écris des mails, je prends les appels.
On les convoque à 2, 3, 4 pour revenir sur des points qu'ils n'ont pas compris et pour éviter qu'ils soient noyés.
En Italie. Avec le tutorat, on a parlé le français comme un vrai français.
Ils sont vraiment adaptés les cours pour nous.
Et maintenant, je peux me communiquer, je parle bien.
Un autre avantage, c'est que l'EPITA est situé à Paris, ce qui permet d'organiser des sorties et de permettre aux étudiants de découvrir la ville.
Nous accueillons des étudiants et des professionnels qui viennent pour des séjours courts ou des séjours longs.
Nous mettons également l'accent sur la qualité de l'accueil et l'intégration de nos étudiants.
Je pense que cette ambiance motivante et chaleureuse.
Les enseignants sont super sympas. J'aurais même aimé avoir encore plus de cours.
C'est un plaisir pour moi de trouver de nouvelles amies.
Tout ça nourrit un état d'esprit familial et on a envie de venir travailler ici et de venir apprendre le français.
Bye bye.
So here you had the chance to see how it looks like, okay, our French Center. So thank you for participating and listening to our presentation of the French Center by EPITA. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. If you need more information about our program, okay, you can contact us by email. So you can write to fle@epita.fr. Or if you want to contact me directly, you can write to my email address, okay? I did put you again the application link in case you are interested in joining us, and also the website where you will get more information. So thank you. So now I will see if you have some questions. So I've seen the question of Maza Nakamura. Okay, she is asking a study plan. Okay, 6 months to apply a one-year visa. So I can apply for a study term more than 6 months on your website. Maza, as I mentioned, okay, we do provide 4 months courses. So you can apply to this program, okay? With the 4 months terms, you will be able to get your visa process, okay? We do not provide one year courses, but we do have 8 months. Okay, so you can start in September, okay, and finish in July. Okay, so thank you for your question. I have a question about the 3 weeks summer school. Okay, on the website, could you tell me why this course is so expensive comparing with other courses? Is it a special course? So this year we did not organize a summer school, okay, but we will do a summer school, I think, in 2022. Okay, this was the former summer school of 2,400 euros, and the new tariff is not put on the website for the moment, but it will be communicated soon. If you have any other question, do not hesitate, okay, to ask. If you have question about the program, about anything, about the French Center, I will be happy to reply to your demand. In case you need more information, okay, do not hesitate to contact me by email, okay? I will be able to send you some brochures, some more information, explanation about our method, anything. So do not hesitate really to contact us. Is it possible? I have another question. Is it possible to enter EPITA after finishing the courses in France by EPITA? Yes, it is possible. So you will have also to apply online for then entering a computer science master. So yes, it will be possible. And I think it will really be interesting because you will have learned French before. Even if the classes are in English, we do propose also French coursing during computer science program. So yes, it is possible. Thank you for your question.
はい、他に質問ございませんでしょうか。日本語でいただいても大丈夫です。こちらの方で、訳して、お答えいただくようにいたしますので、せっかくの機会ですのでね、ぜひ何でも質問していただければと思います。それではもう、他に質問はないようですので、今日はもうこれでおしまいにさせていただきましょうかね。Merci. Merci Célia. Donc on va clôturer. Donc, はい、それではEPITAの Thank you very much.
Thank you.
はい、それでは、始めさせていただきます。Institut Européen de Français という学校が、今からお話をします。Bonjour l'équipe de l'Institut Européen de Français. Bonjour. Bonjour Stéphanie. Bonjour. Je passe la parole. Donc, qui va commencer?
Alors, c'est moi qui vais commencer.
D'accord, bah, allez-y. Donc, je vous passe la parole. Allez-y.
C'est très gentil. Merci à vous. Merci de nous avoir introduits. Donc, je vais partager tout de suite mon écran à l'instant pour tout le monde. Voilà, qu'on puisse voir notre présentation. J'espère que tout le monde voit bien la présentation. Est-ce que vous pouvez me confirmer que vous voyez mon écran, Stéphanie?
Je te vois, oui.
Et tu vois le partage?
Pardon, je vois l'écran, oui.
Tu vois l'écran. Ok, est-ce que moi, je ne me vois absolument pas? Alors, okay, so I hope everyone can hear me now. Wish you a very good afternoon, and thank you actually for attending our presentation today. We are very happy to have the opportunity to present our school, and we thank Campus France for this. So let's introduce myself. My name is Eugénie, and I work at the Institut Européen for 10 years now. I've actually celebrated my 10 years 2 days ago. And for all these years, I've been here to help students to organize their French studies, actually, and to be able to make sure that everything goes smoothly for students here in Montpellier. Stéphanie, peut-être tu peux te présenter? Stéphanie? Ah, je n'ai pas Stéphanie. Allô, 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 allô.
Hello, everyone.
Vas-y.
Hello. Sorry about that. Technical troubles. My name is Stephanie. I've actually beaten Eugénie because I've been working at EPITA for a bit longer. I've been here for 12 years. And the same as Eugénie, I help students organize their French experience in France, which combines French language and obviously French culture and everything involved in staying in France. I work in a sister school, let's call it, with Eugénie. Eugénie is based in the south of France in Montpellier. I am in Annecy, which is slightly to the north in the French Alps. Back to Eugénie, who will say a bit more about Montpellier.
Thank you, Stephanie. Okay, so during this presentation, actually we'll have the opportunity to introduce you to the course programs that are available at schools. We'll be talking about our immersion program and also online programs. We will have a look at all the activities that can be done in Montpellier and via our school. We'll also introduce you all the type of accommodation and actually how will be your stay in Montpellier, how everything will happen. Okay, I hope you're ready for this. We are going to show you a short video actually that will speak a bit more than some words and give you a first impression of how is life actually in Montpellier. So just maybe mind the sound of the video that might be a bit loud if you hear it. Let's go. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the video. It's very quick, but gives, yes, really actually a good image of Montpellier. So here we can see that Montpellier is a perfect destination for students. We have an ideal location. We're about 10 kilometers from the Mediterranean Sea, so very easy for students who get courses to go to the beach anytime they want. Montpellier is the second destination in France for language stays, and we have about 300 days of sunshine a year. So this is not a legend, that's really true. Montpellier has the largest pedestrian zone in France, so very easy to walk around the city very safely. Montpellier is also a very dynamic university city. There are 260,000 inhabitants, and among this population, 55,000 are students. So, which means that so lots and lots of young people here in Montpellier, very dynamic city. 50% of the population is under 35 years old, and Montpellier is also the first city in France for the organization of sports and cultural events. For sports, we have, for example, the FIS, which generally is around May. For this year, it will be in September due to the pandemic situation. But it is the biggest festival for extreme sports. I don't know if it's the name in English, but a very, very good place to be for cultural and sports events as well. The Institut Européen de Français exists for 20 years now, and we promote encounters, intercultural exchanges, self-discovery, and discovery of others through a linguistic and cultural stay in Montpellier. All right, and we do not only allow you to learn French, but we also provide a pre-integration for you, a cultural pre-integration, which means that we will also teach you how to live in France. We will teach you how to go and buy a bread, how it works everywhere in the city, and with everything that you can need in France, but not only the speaking.
I'm just going to add, sorry.
Go ahead.
Just wanted to add something there, that, yes, you know, taking lessons in France is one point of sort of the scholarly aspect of things. On the other side of things, when you're actually in France, it is a total immersion. Okay, so we are there to help you with your day-to-day issues, your day-to-day, there's accommodation, and we'll come to that later, but also just day-to-day difficulties that you might come across, opening a bank account, finding a telephone operator, and so on and so forth. This is all part of even the shortest or long-term stays with us in Montpellier. Back to you, Eugénie.
Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for this additional information. Of course, at the Institut Européen de Français, you'll all get personalized attention and listening from all our team, administration, teachers, and everyone. We have a very friendly and family atmosphere, really. All our teachers are professionals. They are all native French speakers. And all our teachers have at least a Master FLE, which is a master degree for French for foreigners. Okay, you'll get a very good quality of service, meaning that if you have any question, any fears, any whatever, then we'll be here to help. You also have to note that we have a Japanese advisor actually working with us that can help you. I know that sometimes it can be difficult for someone who doesn't speak French at all to arrive in a city they don't know, with a language they don't know. So we can give you a help with Mimosa, who is actually our Japanese advisor here in Montpellier. And obviously, we'll provide you kindness because we have nice people working here, okay? The school is made of 3 buildings right in the heart of Montpellier. We have 21 classrooms. The maximum per class is 12 students. I would say that for now, we'll have a maximum of 10 students due to the pandemic situation, which is actually quite a good number. And we receive about 1,500 students per year. Obviously, last year was quite a bit difficult for everyone, so we didn't reach that number, but this is generally the number of students we receive. The nationality of students we host are mainly European students, of course, due to the proximity actually of the countries, but we have 50 different nationalities, can be more. all around the world, and the average age of our students is from 18 to 24 years old, I would say. So yeah, average of also, I would say 18 years old to 35 years old, that's the main. But we receive all ages, I would say, from also 16 years old until you can have 77 years, you will be okay to come at school. And it's really a good mix. We actually don't mind really about the age, because all people get along very well. What is most important is the level of French, actually. How are the courses organized at school? Our course starts every Monday, except for beginners. We have a calendar with precise dates for people who are beginners. If you have at least an elementary level, you can start any Monday, all right? We use for our course participatory and action-oriented method, which favoring cultural exchanges. First, we'll ask you, if you are not a complete beginner, we'll ask you to fill in a placement test so that we can check what is your level and place you in a group that is adapted to your level. At the end of your stay, you will receive, as shown on the slide, you will receive a Certificat d'études françaises, which will show the dates of your stay and the level you have reached. Of course, the level and contents are in accordance with the CEFR, the Common European Frame for Language Reference. Also, along with your course in immersion or online, Stephanie will explain you all the online part, but you'll have the full and free access to our e-learning platform. The e-learning platform actually helps you to work and train when you are not in class. You have access to more than 500 modules of training and about 6,000 different exercises. Stephanie again will explain you how the platform works and what you can get with it. The course and option we propose are quite simple. We are not going to enter deep in all the option in details, but I would like to show you the main options you can get at school. We have 4 main options. I would say standard French, intensive French, and very intensive French. These options are good for short-term stay or long-term stays. Okay, because obviously some students want to come just for pleasure for a few weeks and to discover a region. And we know that some other students want to come for long terms in order to be able to enter a French university. All these programs are adapted to that kind of studies. We have option 1, which is the standard French. You'll get 16 and a half hours per week. Option 1 is actually the base of all our courses. Then after, you have option 2 and option 3, which offer the same basis of course with 16 and a half hours. But with option 2, you get in addition one-on-one lessons that you get on 2 afternoons. And with option 3, you get 6 lessons of oral practice lessons. So also spread on 2 afternoons, and these lessons are in groups. Option 4 gather actually option 1, option 2, and option 3, which means that you'll have standard course in the morning, plus individual lessons, plus oral practice lessons in the afternoon. This is actually the schedule. I would say that this schedule is just a sample because it may change sometimes and during the period, depending on the season as well. You'll get mainly tuition in the morning from 9 to 12:30. And the afternoon classes generally take place from 1:30 to 3:45. The oral practice lessons are always on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And we actually offer for free 2 workshops on Wednesdays and Fridays from 12:30 to 1 p.m. These workshops are kind of ludic workshops where you can work on conjugaison, you can work on French songs in group and for all levels. We obviously offer other course, other options than which are, I would say, more specific options compared to the general one I presented you. We offer a special program for the summer, which only occur in July and August, which is a package of the option 3 I told you about with standard French plus oral practice lessons. You'll get along with that package cultural activity pack and accommodation in student residence. So this one is really, really good if you want to discover the region, learn French with an intensive course, and have a nice accommodation in a student residence. We also provide for students who want to integrate university, a French university. We have that French for University Study program that is generally to be done on 4 weeks, 8 weeks, or 12 weeks. This can be a program to be used only on 4, 8, or 12 weeks, but it can go along in the end of a long-term stay. So that if you start with at a beginner level, for example, you do a 6 months course for general French, and then you can end up getting this option to prepare you to enter a French university. We also provide DELF preparation course, which is actually the French exam that you would need. For example, if you need to enter a university, you'll be generally asked to have at least DELF B2. So we can help you to prepare this exam. We can also help you to register for the exam, and you can take the exam in Montpellier, right? Again, this course can go along in the end of a long-term stay. You can start with a general French course for the time you need to get to the needed level, and then you get that preparation to, I would say, to finish your course and take the exam. We have also an offer of professional French. You need it for your work. You need it for anything. You work in Japan, for example, and you will need French. We can help you to reach your goal in tourism, in business. You can need it for French or international relations and diplomacy. We can offer you a course for cooking. We have medical French. So this is possible to do, again, with coming along with standard French, with the option 1 that we proposed you. And in addition, you can get one-on-one lessons with professional French. In the professional field you will need. This option has 21 hours per week. You can also make, so I'm sorry, there is a little mistake in my slide. I'm sorry for it, but you can also decide to have a professional French only on with one-to-one lessons. So that would be 15 hours of professional French, so with only a teacher. You can take advantage as well of the workshops in group. So the 20 lessons make 15 hours, each lesson of 45 minutes with a teacher. We also provide internship placement, which is also a very, very good solution if you need to get an experience in a French company. We provide this option with at least 3 weeks of standard French. For this option, you need to have at least a level B1 plus or B2 to be able to start an internship. So we propose 3 weeks standard French with this option for a minimum, but obviously you can also decide on a long-term basis to get 6 or I don't know, 8 months of standard French, and in the end, do an internship placement for 1 to 6 months. Along with your course, obviously, you might need an accommodation, and this is something that we can provide. We provide very, very good quality accommodation, and we are really, really actually careful on the accommodation we propose you. Obviously, if the accommodation you choose doesn't suit you when you arrive, we can change. It can happen. For example, you can get a host family. I don't know, the distance doesn't suit you, or you, I don't know, you have some problems to get on with the family. We can change it. So we have very good, so generally, I don't want to put a negative thing on this, but this can happen. So I just want to reassure. But with the experience, we have now a very good actually proposal for host families. We know our families, some we are friends with. I am actually for sometimes a host family for students, which is a very good option if you want to have an immersion, a deep immersion to speak French. Our host families are located from 5 minutes to, I would say, 20 minutes from the school, walking or with transportation. We also provide shared apartment if you want to have an experience with other students or with French students or with international students coming to school. We offer stay in apart hotel if you want something with everything provided, TV set, breakfast, Wi-Fi, and everything. We propose private apartment for 1 or 2 persons. On demand, we can also have bigger apartments. I don't know if you travel with your girlfriend or boyfriend, if you have children that you want to take to France, we can provide as well bigger apartments. And we provide student residence, which is about 15 to 20 minutes walking or by tram as well. The student residence has a private kitchen, private bathroom. So you are in autonomy, total autonomy, and it's a brand new residence, which is very, very nice. Along with your course, you can also take advantage of our cultural activities. Jeremy, who is a very, very nice person, organized all the activities for us. You can benefit on arrival of a free guided tour of the city. So generally on Monday, you will arrive at school. You will have meeting information to explain you how works the school. We generally have, we propose you a coffee or a tea. And to follow, we propose you a guided tour of the city with all the students arriving on the same day. You can take advantage of 2 activities minimum per week, which we call the cultural workshops, where you can have a cooking club, French songs, you can test local products, you can learn regional dances, you can do some sports as well, such as horse riding, canoe, and we also provide half-days excursions in the region, so that generally is occurring during the week. And we propose full days excursions over the weekend. So you can have some photos actually of the activities we propose. So horse riding, local products, excursion around the region, canoe, as I told. So this is it for whole, actually how can occur your stay. We settled because actually of the pandemic situation, which is actually not easy for everyone, and not even for the students who wants to travel. We are able actually to offer a Serenity Pass, meaning that you can book a stay in our school and only pay 200 euros to book your stay. And if for any reason you don't get your visa or you cannot travel because of the pandemic, you will be able to postpone your stay within 24 months, or you can have the choice to be fully refunded. So now we offer this possibility if you book your stay until the 30th of June. We have decided yesterday, so I'm sorry, my presentation was already done, but we have decided yesterday to extend this Serenity Pass until the end of September. So meaning that you can really book your stay very safely. And, you know, do not engage too much money saying, I don't know if I will travel or not. So not that this will be available. Now we are going to, so Stephanie is going to talk about the e-learning program that we propose. So Stephanie, à toi.
Hello. Okay, thank you. Merci beaucoup, Eugénie. Thank you very much. Right, so thank you very much for your clear and detailed explanation and description of Montpellier. Now, as Eugénie was just saying, with our Serenity Pass, we have learnt over the last year, over the last 15 months, that unfortunately we're not always able to travel and visit other countries as we would wish to. Obviously, this has been a major issue for the whole industry, for the whole world this last year or so. So which is where we had the idea is straight away, as soon as we realized, we went into confinement or lockdown in English here in France, we realized that we had to find an alternative teaching and learning method for students, no matter where they are across the world. So we, I think it was actually the second day after the initial confinement, we transferred all our lessons onto distance learning, distancial learning. So it meant that all of our students that were booked or enrolled in courses actually at that time or in the future actually were able to maintain their learning program. So this program is called Keep Learning French, KLF, okay? And it is, if you wish, it's a product that we share within the 3 schools. So there's LSF in Montpellier, there's ERF from Montpellier as well, obviously Eugénie, and there's IFALP, which is the school that I represent here in Annecy, called IFALP. So it means that the students from these 3 schools benefit from the same pedagogical methods and the same teachers and the same programs, no matter where they are and no matter through which school they book. So this is a general across the board program for students all across the world. Obviously, there is a problem with this in time differences. Obviously, as we speak here in France, it's 9:30, and I think it's probably later in the afternoon for you in Japan. So we took this into consideration. And so we listened to students when they were saying, you know, I live in Panama, this is very difficult. So we not only opened morning French time, we also offered afternoon lessons. So this was available again to not only to students across the Atlantic and so on and so forth, but also in Europe, who were only available for a slightly shorter course in the afternoons. What else can I say? So these are a few of our teachers. The lessons take place via Zoom. There's 8 students maximum per group. Quite often it's more on a sort of almost one-to-one basis. Let's say we're sort of looking at 2, 3, 4 students generally. So our teachers were able to adapt their teaching methods with an extreme amount of flexibility. As I say, almost the next day they touched the ground running, let's say. And so the courses carry on, continue with the same programs, whether it's in-school lessons or online lessons. We have also the choice that if you need to prepare an exam or something, you can have one-to-one lessons. We also have online exam preparations, which we use also our specific teaching modules. And we also have, obviously, and this is for all students, whether they're in school or online, access to our e-learning platform. I shared the link to that earlier. I hope you all received it. I'm getting messages here. Okay. And so this product is also to be blended. It's not just one or the other. Okay. The idea is that in times, and it might still happen that we can't travel, we still have this alternative. And then when we can travel, then you can come to France and follow an immersive course, okay? And also when we're talking about that, so it doesn't matter where you are when you start on your online courses, obviously, and then you have either, obviously here we're talking about Institut Européen de Français in Montpellier, but then if you wish, then you can combine with a mixed stay in the schools, either in Montpellier, and why not have a little, maybe a week or 2 weeks in Annecy as well. That's the actual benefit of this small group of schools. It means we're extremely flexible. And so not only can you sort of mix and match your online and in-school teaching programs, but you can also even mix and match where you are in France. Our e-learning platform has been developed for many years by our teaching team. It is extremely complete. That's all I can. I'm not a teacher, so I'm not at all an expert on this, but I know it is huge. Okay, there's more than 400 modules covering all levels. There's more than 6,000 exercises. And if you have a question, you tap in your question and there is an answer, immediately, okay? And as our teachers are working on this platform constantly. They're updating it, they're renovating it, they're changing the exercises. There's, articles and there's exercises based upon day-to-day world events and so on and so forth. So it's really, really actual, is up to date, and above all, it's relevant and a huge teaching tool. Okay, so a few of our teachers. I'm not going to sort of go into a biography of each of them. It would be a bit boring for everyone, I think. But just to give you an idea, as I say, so it's it's a small group. Okay, so this is the like human side. These are actual teachers. These are people that you actually see. These are people who would actually be teaching you. Okay, just to give you an idea. It's not robots. It's not whatever. These are robots. Real French teachers.
Real ones.
Real ones.
Okay, so again, if you want, Stephanie, I can talk back. You are okay, Stephanie?
Yes, I'm good, thank you. Yes.
All right. Okay. So as Stephanie told you, she sent actually a link on the chat. If you click on the link, you can actually try our platform for free and already check it out, check how it works, and see if actually it could help you, because you can also use it while you are in Japan to help you to start learning French, or to help you during your studies. Note that you can actually book also only platform access from 1 month to 6 months and more if you need. So do not hesitate to click on the link that Stephanie sent you and try the platform. So this is it, I guess. I think we gave you all the information you need to have about our school in Montpellier, so south of France. As Stephanie told you, you know that you can also take advantage of a stay in the Alps. So I don't know if you want to mix a course in south of France by the sea and a course by the mountain. So this is also possible. You get all the all info you need on our website, www.institut-européen.fr.com. Stephanie will send you as well the link on the chat. You can email us at info@institut-européen.com for any information you would need. So this is it. So now we're going to, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So maybe if you have question and answers, maybe Stephanie already answered some questions, and maybe you have some questions. Stephanie, is there?
I have a question actually that's coming in. The special summer program, is it just from August, or can we?
In July, the summer program is taking place in July and August.
Okay.
Okay.
And for programs with access to university, or the programs with internship, are there any examples of what sort of experiences students had, whether they were employed or what sort of university park or
so actually, just for the story, we actually had a student that she's coming from Venezuela, and she contacted me one day saying, I want to come learn French in France. I'm here with my cat and I need to come to France. Can you help me? So we did everything for her. I did everything for her, find an apartment for her and her cats. She was actually total beginner. She stayed for 9 months actually in Montpellier, and she came. So here I'm talking about the internship experience. She actually then studied graphism in a French school. And then she needed as well an internship placement, which I found for her. So it wasn't very hard because the internship actually was proposed by our sister school, ILCF in Montpellier. Then she had the experience of a 6 months internship among the French school in graphism. And by chance, she's now doing part of their team because she has been employed. So she's now completely French. So why I'm explaining this is that you can obviously, all the students we had with French experience in a company were very successful. Everyone were very happy. Sometimes it can lead to unemployment, sometimes not, because people don't want to work in France, but that's generally very, very good experience. For the question about I see there's 5 minutes left, but you will be able to still send all our questions on our email address, obviously. Just for the question about the university studies, in order to be able to join the program of French for University Studies, you need to have reached the level B1 plus at least, all right? Because the program is for 4, 8, or 12 weeks, you need to have that level before to be able to reach in that time the level you need to enter university. Is there other question maybe? Stephanie, is there any other question?
I'm always quite, when there's no questions, either people understood everything totally, and it means we're very, very clear, which is nice, or perhaps everyone is just slightly bemused by what we've just been saying. I have some other questions, but I will reply to them. What sort of internship do we provide generally, Eugénie? What sort of
Alors, the internships are in the, so one of the best example, if you don't have any professional experience already, we have, for example, that bakery in Montpellier that we work with, who really loves to have interns because they don't need to have experience. They will bring them all the, they will teach them how to work. So generally that's for, to sell the bread or the pastries and everything. You can have mostly experience in tourism, in hotel, at a reception desk, All right, we have internship in the Office de Tourisme. We can have, you know, that's many, we can really offer, that will really be according to your needs. Voilà, you will fill in kind of a CV and we'll let you know if we can provide that kind of internship. Voilà. Il y avait une deuxième question. There was a second question. Qui est dans le cul. I think Stéphanie.
About the difference between the French university course and the preparation for the DELF preparation courses.
Alors, the French for University, we really actually teach you to prepare you to enter the university and to have the real basis to understand the course, what kind of course you get in the university and all that kind. The DELF preparation course will really prepare you to the exam, to take the exam. So you have written production, oral productions. So that's two different programs. The DELF preparation, we prepare you to the exam and we will lead you to réussir l'examen, comment je dis, to pass the exam, as the French for universities will really put you in good condition to enter a French university. So obviously you can still email question on my email address. I will be very glad, and Stephanie as well, if you have questions to help you. Thank you very much to everyone for attending this this webinar. We were very happy to be able. It was a
pleasure, an experience.
Really. And we hope to see you soon in Montpellier or in Annecy. Voilà.
Absolutely.
Merci Mino. Thank you very much.
Merci.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Bien. Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
南フランスの大変温かい感じが伝わってくるウェビナーでしたね。はい、ありがとうございました。それでは、15分ほど休憩を挟みまして、続いてアンスティチュカトリック・ドゥ・リヨンのウェビナーに移っていきたいと思います。失礼します。
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Ma tane.
Bonjour Stéphanie.
Bonjour, bonjour Mio, bonjour à tous. Bonjour
Je passe la parole. Allez-y.
Merci. Bonjour à toutes, bonjour à tous. Konnichiwa. Je m'appelle Stéphanie Rabin.
Je suis directrice adjointe et enseignante à l'ILCF de Lyon. Et avec Kaori, qui intervient à l'ILCF en soutien des programmes pour nos apprenants japonais, nous sommes très heureux de vous présenter notre institut. Nous vous souhaitons la bienvenue à cette présentation de l'ILCF. Notre intervention portera sur deux thématiques, une présentation en japonais et un moment d'échange avec vous pour répondre à vos questions. D'ailleurs, n'hésitez pas
à répondre dès maintenant à nos, de poser dès maintenant vos questions dans le Q&R. Mes collègues Aude Licard-Desrieux et Hélène Thomas vous répondront en direct. Kaori-san, dewa onegai shimasu.
はい、ありがとうございます。皆さん、こんにちは。今紹介されたのは、リヨン、ELCF リヨン副校長のステファニー・ラバン先生です。それから私は ELCF の卒業生で、卒業して以来、非常勤で日本人学生のお手伝いをさせていただいている辻岡香織です。今日は ELCF リヨンのプレゼンテーションにご出席くださいましてありがとうございます。では、これからですね、ステファニー先生と今日も後ろで控えてくれている ELCF リヨンのスタッフのエレーヌさんと、オードさんがフランス語でご用意してくださった内容をあらかじめ日本語に訳しておきましたので、それを使って ELCF リヨンのご紹介をさせていただきます。ELCF というのは、Institut de Langue et de Culture Française の頭文字 ILCF をフランス語読みして呼びやすくしています。ELCF はリヨンカトリック大学の人文言語学部に属します。ELCF リヨンは70年以上にわたって世界各国70を超える国籍の学生を毎年受け入れています。ELCF リヨンのキャンパスはオーベルニュ、ローヌアルプ地方の中の国際的にも経済的にも非常に重要な町、リヨンの中心部にあります。ELCF リヨンの授業内容のご説明の前に、まず ELCF リヨンがリヨンがあるリヨンという町はどのような町なのかご紹介させていただきます。その後にリヨンカトリック大学の簡単な紹介に続いて ELCF リヨンの各コースの内容や特徴についてご説明いたします。私が説明している間にチャットで質問などを送ってください。エレーヌさんとオードさんがご返信いたします。で、最後にも質疑応答時間があると思いますのでさせていただきたいと思います。リヨン市の人口は約52万人で、リヨンメトロポール、つまり広域の自治体連合を合わせると約140万人と、フランス第2の大都市ですが、大きすぎることも小さすぎることもなく、必要なものが何でも揃っており、大変活気のある町です。市内にはメトロやトラム、バスなど交通網が行き届いていて、移動が大変便利ですし、また徒歩や自転車でも移動が可能です。リヨンの中心街には高層ビルがほとんどないので圧迫感がなく、ゆったり広々しています。緑も比較的豊富で、非常に快適で住みやすく、安全な街です。そしてリヨンは星の王子様と、その作者サンテグジェペリの生まれた街、また映画が発明された街としても有名で、文化と歴史にあふれたとても素敵な街です。リヨンにはクオリティの高い教育機関が多数存在し、産業、工業が非常に発展した都市であるため、大学や公共教育機関卒業後の就職の機会も豊富なリヨンには、約15万人の学生たちが将来の夢に向かって学業に勤しんでいます。学生生活にとって利点がいっぱいのリヨンは、学生専門マガジンレチュジオンのアンケートで、学生にふさわしい街として、毎年最上位を飾っています。特にリヨンは美食の街として世界的に非常に有名で、レストランの数が選ぶのに困るほどたくさんありまして、他の都市に比べてかなり多くのレストランが集中している街です。ミシュランの星を持つ有名シェフをはじめ、リヨンの郷土料理や地元のお菓子のお店、それからショコラティエやパティシエの店がリヨン市内に点在していまして、美味しいものがよりどりみどりです。ちなみに、リヨンにはELCF でフランス語をマスターした日本人シェフが何人かいるんですけれども、リヨンでフランス料理店を経営されて、いつも満席状態でフランス人に大人気です。それからローマ時代から2000年の歴史を誇る都市リヨンは、ユネスコの世界遺産の街として登録されています。フルビエール・ノートルダム大聖堂やローマ時代の遺跡、旧市街など、フランスの重要なルネッサンス地区です。リヨンには毎年150万人もの観光客が訪れる魅力的な街で、2018年に現在の天皇陛下がご訪問なさった織物博物館、それから映画博物館、また国立リヨンオペラ座や各種コンサートホール、そしてサッカーやラグビーチームのスタジアムなどがあります。ちなみに、女子サッカー選手、熊谷紗希選手がリヨンの女子サッカーチームオリンピックリヨネで2013年から8年間大活躍されていましたね。 それからまた、毎年12月に開催されるリヨンの最大イベント、光の祭典やダンスのフェスティバルなど、季節に応じてバリエーション豊かなイベントが次々と開催されます。フランスは、イタリア、スイス、ドイツ、ベルギー、スペインなどと隣接していまして、またリヨンはそのヨーロッパの中心都市でもあります。リヨン市内には、TGV の駅が2つありまして、パリへ2時間、モンブランへ2時間、コートダジューレへも2時間と、フランス国内の各地域へのアクセスにも、他の国に行くのにもちょうど便利な位置にあります。では、ここでなぜフランスなのか、なぜリヨンを選んだのかというところを ELCF の卒業生たちの生の声を聞いてみましょう。
ずっと留学しなかったことを心残りに感じていました。
ちょっともう一度。
どうしてフランスを選んだか、大学時代に私はフランス文学を専攻していたんですけれども、その時には留学をしなかったんですね。で、就職をしたんですけれども、その後もずっと留学しなかったことを心残りに感じていました。その時に、一つのことわざと出会ったんですけれども、それがmieux vaut tard que jamais、遅くともやらないよりはまし。それを見て決心をしました。フランスに来ることは日本で勉強するよりもフランス人と話す機会も多いですし、何よりフランス人の考え方を身近で感じられるので、来てよかったなと思っています。どうやってリヨンを見つけたか、どうしてか、場所を決めるときにいろいろ情報を調べていたんですけれども、リヨンはとても、感じのいい街だということを聞いて決めました。そして何よりもフランス、パリより生活費が高くないということも大きな理由の一つです。今リヨンに来て1年経つんですけれども、生活しやすいですし、感じが良くて私は気に入っています。
都会が割と好きなんですけれども、でもパリは少し危ないかなと思って、外国人にとって危ないかなと思ったので、でもリヨンはすごく静かで、でも活気もあって、天気もいいし、とても勉強するにはいい場所だと思います。
はい。では次にリヨンカトリック大学の紹介をさせていただきます。リヨンカトリック大学ユークリは1875年に創立され、私立の高等教育機関として国から認定された総合大学です。リヨンの中心街に近代的な建物のキャンパスカルノーとキャンパスサンポールという2つのキャンパスがあり、また2020年9月にはアルプスにあるアヌシーという町にも新しいキャンパスがオープンしました。リヨンカトリック大学は国際的なネットワークにより、海外の大学や研究機関、および企業との関連があり、それから61カ国300大学とパートナーシップを結ぶなど、各分野の専門家が強い関心を寄せています。リヨンカトリック大学には、人文言語学部、哲学心理学および教育学部、経済経営学部、法律政治社会学部、自然科学学部、宗教学部の6つの学部があります。ELCF リヨンは最初に言いましたけれども、リヨンカトリック大学の人文言語学部に属するフランス語語学学校です。したがって授業は大学のキャンパス内で行われます。さらに、高等教育専門学校としては、ES です。ビジネスマネージメントスクール、エストリ、外国語翻訳国際関係専門大学、STBB は生物学バイオテック専門大学、エスケス、環境安全専門大学、そして EFTLM は医療研究者専門学校、5つの高等教育機関があります。リヨンカトリック大学には毎年1万人を超える学生や聴講者がいて、そのうち約2000人が留学生です。 ELCF リヨンには毎年約130人ぐらいの、日本人留学生を受け入れているんですが、留学生の総数と比較するとだいたい1割ぐらいです。ELCF リヨンは日本の大学や留学エージェントとのパートナーシップを結んでいて、個人留学者だけでなく、毎年いろいろな大学からの留学生も受け入れています。入学には18歳以上であれば誰でも、学生でも社会人でも何歳でも入学が可能です。入学の申し込みは留学エージェントを通していただいてももちろん結構ですけれども、直接 ELCF のウェブサイトからオンライン申し込みや、またはメールで申し込みをすることが可能です。また、リヨンには日本領事事務所がありまして、非常事態の場合には ELCF が日本領事事務所と連携をとって対応します。ご参考までに、リヨンに3ヶ月以上滞在する予定の方は、日本領事事務所に在留届を提出しなければなりませんが、提出しておくと、領事事務所よりフランス政府から発表された重要な情報を日本語でメール配信が届きます。ちなみに、在リヨン領事事務所のウェブサイトには、リヨンに関する情報や、フランスのコロナの状況など、詳しく書かれていますので、今からでも参考にされると良いでしょう。では、皆さんお待ちかねの ELCF リヨンのコースについてご説明します。まずですね、入学初日に全員レベルチェックテストがあり、初心者から上級者まで6つのレベルに分けられ、さらに同じ国の生徒が固まってしまうということがないように、バラバラにクラス分けがなされます。ELCF の長期コースは学期ごとまたは1年コースとありまして、1学期は2月初めから5月末までの4ヶ月間、または10月初旬から翌年1月末までの4ヶ月間、週20時間のインテンシブコースと、1学期4ヶ月間、週16時間のセミインテンシブコースがあります。1年コースというのは、つまり1学期と2学期、両方の学期を取ることを意味します。インテンシブコースもセミインテンシブコースも基本として学ぶ内容は欧州共通基準のレベルにのっとって会話、リスニング、読解、筆記の4つのレベルに能力についてまんべんなく学び、スキルアップを図ります。そして授業を通してフランスでの日常生活で実際に使えるコミュニケーション力を身につけ、フランスの社会や歴史、文化などについて理解を深めることを目指します。発音練習はラーニングラボという特別のラボが使われます。この基本的な授業に加えて、さらに様々な分野の選択授業があります。カテゴリーは大きく6つに分かれていまして、デルフ・ダルフの試験準備、大学進学準備、それからメディア時事問題では国際関係や EU についてなどに学びます。それから文化芸術では映画、舞台、ファッション、デザイン、建築歴史などそれぞれのテーマに関する内容や語彙を学びます。フランス語弱点強化では発音練習、リスニング、ライティングなど苦手な分野に特化して学びます。ビジネスフランス語では観光やホテル業、飲食関係、医療関係など幅広い分野をカバーしています。授業は祝日を除く毎日、月曜日から金曜日まで午前または午後に授業があります。教室での授業以外にコースに含まれているバラエティに富んだアクティビティに参加し、実際にフランスを体験することができるのは ELCF の大きな特徴の一つです。ELCF リヨンの先生方は全員フル、すなわち外国語としてのフランス語教授法の資格があり、また豊富な指導経験があります。ですから、どの先生も大変親身になって、初心者にもフランス語で分かりやすく教えてくれます。クラスの中では世界中のいろいろな国の学生が混ざっているので、フランス語だけでなく、他の国から来た学生たちの違った文化や考え方も学ぶことができます。ELCF リヨンの先生方は一人一人の学生の個性や ニーズに合わせて柔軟に対応してくれます。補習授業的なアレンジも可能で、グループ授業の中でわからなかったことや、特に、授業とは関係ないけれど、なんか教えてもらいたいっていうようなことがあった場合に、直接、先生に聞くことができます。例えば、履歴書の準備であるとか、日常生活においては、例えば、キャンパスでカフェテリア内でフランス人に話しかけたいけれども、どう切り出せばいいかわからないとか、病院に行かなければいけないのに、説明の仕方がわからないとかいったような身近な質問を個別に先生に教えてもらう時間を設けることも可能です。私の場合は、ELCF を卒業する前に、このステファニー先生が大学進学フェアに連れて行ってくださり、そのおかげで自分に合った進学先を見つけ、そして入学準備も手伝っていただきました。各学期の修了時には、Diplôme Universitaire d'études françaises という大学でフランス語をきちんと学んだことを証明するコース修了ディプロムを取得することができます。このディプロムは ELCF で1学期間に達成したフランス語レベルを証明します。大学進学の際、この修了証書がフランス語の能力の証明にもなりますので、非常に価値のある修了証書です。例えば私の話なんですけれども、ELCF リヨンでフランス語を1年間勉強した後、大学進学する際や、フランスの長期滞在許可証の申請の際に、この ELCF のディプロムを提出して書類を受け付けてもらうことができました。次に、長期コースは難しいという方のために、オンデマンドで短期集中コースが設けられています。こちらはだいたい3週間または4週間だけのコースで64時間の授業があり、2月または6月のみの入学が可能となっています。そして、夏季集中コースもありまして、こちらも1ヶ月間だけのコースで、4週間で80時間の授業があり、7月から9月まで毎月初めに入学が可能です。レベルに応じて選択授業を受けることも可能ですし、また、どのレベルの学生もアクティビティへの参加は可能です。授業内容は長期コースと同様に、フランス語でのコミュニケーションに必要なスキルや文法、ボキャブラリーを学びますが、コース終了時には、コース修了証明書が出されるだけで、先ほどの長期コースのような修了ディプロムとは大きく異なります。もちろんフランス現地でフランス語を学ぶことは大きなメリットがありますが、フランスに行って勉強できないという方や、社会人で日本にいながら集中してフランス語を学びたい方のために 100% オンラインコースも用意されています。オンラインコースの先生は遠隔指導のためのトレーニングを受け、授業の経験豊富な先生で、それぞれの生徒に適した指導をします。リヨンでの授業同様に、フランス語でのコミュニケーションに必要なスキルや文法、ボキャブラリーを学びます。授業は毎日月曜日から金曜日、日本との時差に合わせた時間帯で行われ、おそらくこれぐらいの、今ぐらいの時間帯だと思いますけれども、E メールとかチャットなどで各学生のフォローアップを図り、宿題の添削や学生の質問に答えるなど、それぞれのニーズに合わせて授業が行われます。もう一つのオンラインコースは、フランスの大学進学を目指している方を対象とした進学準備コースです。ELCF の特徴について話す前に、どうして ELCF を選んだのかまた卒業生たちの声を聞いてみましょ
う。どうしてリヨンカトリックか。まずはリヨンカトリックはオンラインでの登録が可能なんですね。なので私も日本から登録を完了させました。次に、授業内容がとてもオーガニゼされているので学びやすいと思います。何より先生たちがとても親切で優しいので、フランス語を学ぶのにはとてもいい環境だと私は感じています。
ILCF の授業も本当にいい授業やと思います。ここで勉強することによってフランス語の実力を上げることができた。 と思います。まだまだですけどね。先生も大変いい先生ですし、ゆっくりと丁寧に説明してくださいますし、その上にいろいろなグループありますので、学期の前にプレイスメントテストがあって、そのプレイスメントテストの結果によってそのグループ分けが決まるですので、自分のレベルに合ってる授業で勉強することになりますので、本当に自分のフランス語の能力を上げることができると思います。
私は ELCF の勉強することにすごく満足していて、なぜかというと、この学校の授業のシステムもすごく充実しているし、教えてくれる先生たちもフランス語だけじゃなくて、それからフランスの文化についてもたくさんの情報をくれるし、さらにいいのはフランス語を自分の元の言語としていない学生たちとより多く話し合えることがすごく魅力的な点です。
はい。ではですね、次に、デルフとダルフについてなんですけれども、デルフ、ダルフは皆さんも聞いたことがあると思いますが、フランス語能力を証明するテストで、高等教育機関への入学や、フランス語圏またはフランス企業への就職に役立ちます。ILCF リヨンは、30年以上にわたってフランス語検定試験公式試験会場となっています。試験は毎月行われ、毎年何千人もが ELCF リヨンで試験を受けています。このデルフ・ダルフの成績は一生有効、つまり有効期限がなく、フランス国内のみならず、世界中どこでも通用するフランス語能力証明書です。また、ELCF では、フランスでの進学を考えている方や、フランス関係の企業への、就職を検討している方に、各種試験の準備や試験の申し込みのお手伝いをしています。では、ここからですね、ELCF の4つの特徴についてご説明します。まず、多様なアクティビティの参加がコースにも含まれていることが大きな特徴の一つです。留学期間中にフランスならではの体験をしてもらえるように、伝統的なフランスの行事について関心を深め、それに関わるお菓子を味見したり、またシネマクラブと協力してフランス映画を鑑賞したりなど、ELCF のイベント担当者が年間を通して工夫を凝らし、思い出に残るいろいろなイベントや課外活動を企画してくれます。また、キャンパス内だけでなく、美術館や世界遺産の見学、リヨン市内や近隣都市への訪問の機会もあります。例えば、一人ではなかなか行きにくい、モンブラン、ジュネーブ、それから、ボージョレーのワイン畑、中世の町、ペルージュなどが挙げられます。このような課外活動に参加することで、それぞれの土地の歴史や典型的な建物を目にすることができます。それで、フランスの文化やフランスに関する知識を深めることができる絶好のチャンスです。大学では地元や近隣都市の関係機関とのコラボで、キャンパス内でのコンサートやヒップホップダンス、演劇など、クオリティの高いパフォーマーによるイベントが次々と繰り広げられています。他には、フランス人の家族とテーブルを囲んで一緒に家庭料理をいただくという機会もあります。フランス人の普段の生活を垣間見るということはなかなかないことなので、思い出に残る良い体験だと思います。あと、リヨンカトリック大学が提供するカフェラングでランゲージエクスチェンジをしたり、インターナショナルフードパーティーや、またキャンパスのカフェテリアなどでフランス人と友達になり、異文化交流を図ることが可能です。2番目の特徴は、大学のサービスを自由に利用できることです。リヨンカトリック大学の2つのキャンパスは、ローヌ川とソーヌ川の間のプレスキルというリヨンの中心街にあり、メトロ、トラム、バス乗り場から徒歩1分と通学には非常に便利な場所にあります。大学にはインターナショナルスチューデントデスクという留学生用の窓口があり、滞在許可証の更新の方法や社会保険加入の方法など各種手続きに関する情報や、また観光案内やコンサート情報なども教えてくれます。キャンパス内は 全館空調完備であることはもちろん、パソコンルーム、ランゲージラボ、図書館に加え、スポーツジムや音楽室、カフェテリアなど充実した設備が整えられています。皆さんがおそらく一番気になる留学中の滞在先ですが、大学では住居斡旋サービスがあり、留学生の住居探しを手伝ってくれます。滞在先の例としては、リヨンカトリック大学の大学寮、私立の学生寮、一般のアパートやホームステイなどがあります。ELCF リヨンの入学申し込みと同時に問い合わせるといいと思います。それから、キャンパス内に医務室がありまして、どうか医師や看護師が常駐しているので、体調不良の場合などに利用が可能です。また、ELCF では、障害のある方への対応が行き届いていて、それぞれの学生に応じたサポートが可能です。数年前に、ある大学から目の不自由な学生が ELCF の夏季集中コースに参加しましたが、フランスに到着する前から校長先生をはじめ、先生方が皆、その学生が他の学生同様にリヨン滞在を満喫し、毎日授業についていけるように計らい、同じクラスの生徒のサポートを促したり、大学の学生による毎日の通学の付き添いをアレンジしたりなど、できる限りのサポートをしたことが一例です。3つ目は、学生の個性に合わせたクリエイティブな指導方法の取り入れです。ELCF リヨンでは、留学期間中を通して、事務スタッフと先生方が一体となって、一人一人の学生が快適なキャンパスライフを送り、安心して、しっかりとフランス語を学べるように最善を尽くします。ELCF では、ベテランの先生が揃っていて、フランス語が母国語でない学生にフランス語を教えることに慣れているので、それぞれの文化の違いや母国語の文法や発音方法の違い、または性格の違いなどをよく把握しています。ELCF では、ラーニングラボやマルチメディアルームなどを利用した授業や、単に教科書に沿った授業ではなく、フランス語でのコミュニケーション能力を向上させるべく、実際に使えるフランス語を学ぶための教材や資料を取り入れて、明るく和やかで楽しい雰囲気の中で生きたフランス語を身につけることを目指します。先生方は皆、いかにして皆さんが楽しみながらフランス語を身につけられるかということを常に試行錯誤し、それぞれの先生が違った指導のアイデアを各授業に取り入れ、一人一人の学生の個性や得意な分野と弱点を見極め、各学生の能力と進度に合わせて指導します。また最初は内気でなかなかフランス語が口に出せなかった学生にも先生が無理強いすることなく授業を通して徐々にフランス語が話せる自信を与えてくれます。例えばこのステファニー先生は全員の前で質問したり意見を言うことが比較的苦手なアジア系の学生のために匿名で直接先生に質問ができるアプリなどを利用してフランス語の文法や語彙を増やし、ダイナミックで楽しい授業になるよう工夫なさっています。先ほど言い忘れましたが、各コースの授業料や期間、それから入学申し込み方法などの詳細はELCF リヨンのウェブサイト www.ilcf.net をご参照ください。直接メールでのお問い合わせは ilcf@univ-catholion.fr までお願いします。最後に、ELCF リヨンはラベルビアンブニョンフォンスとラベルカリテフルの2つの認定証を取得しています。どちらのラベルも ELCF リヨンの留学生の受け入れ体制や、授業内容、施設設備などのカテゴリーにおいて、国が学校の質の高さを保証する認定校です。ELCF リヨンはフランス語語学学校ダイレクトリーにこの認定のある語学学校として掲載されており、また各国のフランス大使館や領事館、アンスティチュフランセやキャンパスフランスの協力を得ています。以上で ELCF のご紹介を終了いたします。 スタッフと先生方が笑顔で皆さんのお越しをお待ちしています。
Arigatou gozaimasu, Kaori-san. Maintenant, nous sommes à votre écoute pour répondre à vos questions. N'hésitez pas à utiliser le Q&A pour poser vos questions. Alors, je remercie Naoko Sakamaki qui a posé une question et à laquelle ma collègue Hélène a répondu. On peut peut-être, Kaori, préciser quelque chose. Cette alternance matin-après-midi, le cours 8h30, midi 30 le matin ou 13h30, 17h30 l'après-midi, permet aux étudiants de s'organiser de manière individuelle. Ils peuvent ainsi travailler, avoir un stage en entreprise, comme tu l'as bien expliqué, ou suivre des études, d'autres types d'études. Je pense aux étudiants qui suivent des cours de beaux-arts, par exemple. Ça leur permet de prendre des cours en dehors de l'ILCF, de se former. C'est mademoiselle Naoko Sakamaki. Elle posait la question sur l'alternance 8h30, midi 30, les cours.
ですね、坂巻さんのご質問ですね。午前と午後、一応説明しますけれども、インテンシブコース、セミインテンシブコースもなんですけれども、午前、朝9時からお昼までと、午後2時から夕方まで、その授業は、レベルで各授業のコースによって、午前か午後か別々になりますので、またそれは入学されてから発表があります。Pardon, Stéphanie, vous pouvez... C'est ça, donc il y a des matins à partir de 9h,
l'après-midi,
ou après-midi.
Exactement.
Ça dépend.
Ça dépend des organisations personnelles des étudiants. Ça répond à un besoin des étudiants de s'organiser de manière individuelle pour pouvoir travailler ou avoir des stages en entreprise. Nous avons une deuxième question. Les cours en ligne continueront d'être proposés même après la crise sanitaire? Alors, je pense qu'on peut répondre que oui, très probablement. Nous vous invitons toutefois à écrire à notre secrétariat qui pourra répondre individuellement à vos demandes et affiner les réponses.
すいません。オンラインコースについてなんですけど、オンラインコースは現在のコロナが収束した後も開講されていますか？もちろん開講します。そして、それぞれの、学生の方の、ニーズに合わせて、お答えしますので、問い合わせは直接 ELCF にしていただいて、それぞれのニーズに応じたアレンジをさせていただきます。他のご質問はありませんか？
Alors, en attendant les questions qui vont arriver, Kaori a présenté les cours en ligne du mois d'août qui sont toujours ouverts et particuliers et qui pourraient particulièrement intéresser notre auditoire puisque les cours seront donnés à un public japonais en particulier de niveau A1, A2. Et pour des étudiants qui souhaiteraient s'inscrire à l'université, des cours de français sur objectifs universitaires qui vont également se dérouler en ligne fin août. Kaori?
オンラインコースなんですけれども、特に日本の学生の方を対象に、この8月末から1ヶ月間、一定の入学していただくことが可能です。そしてまた、フランスの大学に進学を考えている方のためにも、オンラインで進学準備コースを設けることができます。
Dans le chat, vous voyez le lien pour avoir tous les renseignements concernant le français en ligne.
チャットでELCF の リンクをお送りしましたけれども、このリンクをクリックしていただけると、先ほど言いましたように、コースの内容であるとか時期、それから値段ですね、それとの詳細を見ていただくことができます。また、もう一つのリンクは、オンラインコースです。オンラインコースの、リンクと、それからフランス大学進学目的のオンラインコースについても、ウェブサイトでご覧ください。
Il nous reste quelques minutes avant la fin du webinaire. N'hésitez pas à poser vos questions. Nous sommes à votre écoute.
はい、住居に関してですね、だからvous avez quelques types, quelles sont les différences parmi eux? ですね、レジデンスユニバーシティ、大学寮、リヨンカトリック大学の大学寮は、というのは、私立の学生寮というのは、その経営が違うだけなんですね。そして、リヨンカトリック大学の学生寮というのは、ラメゾンデ・デ・チュジョンというんですけれども、ここのリヨンカトリックから歩いて5分、10分ぐらいのところにありまして、各自、個室があって、バス、トイレ、キッチンなどが、共有となっています。その学生寮、リヨンカトリック大学の学生寮の、利点は、フランス人の学生と交流が、できるということが大きな利点です。あと、そうですね、私立の、学生寮とか、アパートとか、だと、個室になってしまいますし、他の学生とも出会うことはあると思いますけれども、もう部屋の中にキッチンとかも、トイレとか全部ついてますので、もう本当に一人ぼっちになってしまうんですね。で、少し、金額も上がります。これで、
Le webinaire va bientôt se terminer. Je vous invite à jeter un œil sur le chat où vous trouverez un lien YouTube vous présentant une vidéo de notre institut.
J'ai d'autres questions.
Ah, Kaori, alors tu peux peut-être répondre.
Oui, Taki宮城さん、長期留学をする際に現地でアルバイトをすることは難しいですか？またそちらでアルバイトなどを探す際に学校側に相談することは可能ですか？Pour travailler pendant les cours intensifs, pendant les séjours en ligne, est-ce que c'est difficile ou pas? Et puis, est-ce que l'ILCF pourrait aider ou pas?
J'ai pas entendu le début de ta question.
Oui, donc pendant les cours intensifs, en même temps, est-ce qu'elle peut travailler, trouver un petit boulot?
Oui, nous avons, tout à fait, nous avons, il y a la possibilité de travailler puisque nos cours se déroulent soit le matin, soit l'après-midi. Donc, ça permet aux étudiants de s'organiser.
OK. ですね、アルバイトをすることは可能です。一応、時間が制限されているんですけれども、アルバイトは可能で、特に、長期コースは、午前または午後の授業ですから、空いてる時間にアルバイトをすることは可能です。あと、そのアルバイトを探すときに、ちょっと聞いてみますね。Est-ce que ILCF aide à trouver un petit boulot ou pas?
On peut tout à fait aider les étudiants puisqu'au sein de l'université, il y a une personne qui se charge d'orienter les étudiants, donc orienter les étudiants pour les questions universitaires, mais également vers des employeurs au besoin.
一応学校 ELCF リヨンでも、お手伝いする、仕事探しの手伝いすることは、可能ですし、また大学内で、アルバイトを探すことも、可能だそうです。もう一つ最後の坂巻さんの、リヨンの天候について、そうですね、日本と同じで四季がありまして、冬は寒く、夏は暑くっていう感じですね。今は、比較的、 そんなに暑くないし、ちょうどちょっと寒いかな、上着がないとちょっと寒いような、感じなんですけれども、最近夏、8月中旬は、もうすごく暑くなって、もう大変なんですけれども、フランスは、乾燥してるので、ジメジメして暑いとかいうことはまずありません。で、それから冬寒いですけれども、雪がザクザク積もるということもないし、降っても積もるということもほとんどないです。だから、今の気候はとても、過ごしやすいですね。
Arigato gozaimasu, Kaori-san. Le webinaire touche à sa fin. Je vous invite à regarder le lien YouTube qui se trouve dans le chat pour avoir une idée de la réalité des cours à l'ILCF Lyon. Arigato gozaimashita. Minasan no okoshi o omachi shiteimasu.
ユニバーシテ・クレルモン・オーベーニュの、学校に、プレゼンをしていただきたいと思います。はい。それでは、Bonjour les collègues de l'Université Clermont-Auvergne. Bonjour, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Alors, je passe la parole. Allez-y.
Hello, everyone. I'm sorry, I don't speak Japanese. So I will do my presentation in English. I will share my presentation with you. So welcome to Clermont-Ferrand. I am the administrative responsible for the Flora Center, and I'm going to present you the French as a foreign language courses at the University of Clermont-Auvergne. So first of all, we will talk about the city. It's an important economic center with big international companies such as Michelin for the tires, Danone for food supplies, and Limagrain for agriculture. It's a city of approximately 280,000 inhabitants, so it has a human dimension. And you can find local products, national parks, and an important artistic and cultural life. Most of all, the city was designated second French city for the quality of life by the major French city qualification, which is launched by a national newspaper. In this ranking, they evaluated attractivity, living condition, trainings, student life, and employment. But I think that more than any word, this short video can show you all the qualities of the region and the university. So now the University of Clermont-Auvergne counts 35,000 students, and among them 4,600 are foreign students. It's organized in 5 collegiums. First one is Law, Economy and Management. Second one is Life Sciences, Health and Environment. Third one is Letters, Languages, Humanities and Social Sciences. Fourth one is Technology and Engineer Sciences. And fifth one is Fundamental Sciences. Within those 5 collegiums, you have 20 units for training and research, which offer 170 trainings. The UCA, named for University of Clermont, Auvergne, was one of the few universities to obtain in 2020 the 2 stars label Welcome to France. It was granted by the French government, and it was evaluating the welcoming policy of the university. The maximum we can obtain is 3 stars, and we are working very hard to obtain them soon. The Flora Center now. Inside the university, the center is existing for more than 50 years, and it offers French as a foreign language training through various types of teaching materials. The first one is classes by level. It's inside the diplomas of French as a foreign language. You have classes of what we call general French. General French is grammar, spelling, vocabulary, conjugation, etc. We have also classes of French civilization and methodology, and classes of French applied to specific topics such as business, cinema, sciences, music, and more. The second teaching material we have is classes in language laboratories. Those are classes where computer-based tools are used to expand knowledge and understanding of the principles learned in classes by level. The third one is conversation workshops. It's where small groups are focusing on exchanges, oral exchanges with the students, and about specific subjects that are seen in class, and it's where you can develop speech fluency. And last but not least, the access to an individual training program. It's face-to-face with the professor, where the student can work on a topic he has difficulties on. The pedagogical team is composed of 21 professors specialized in French language didactics and trained in innovative pedagogical practices. We have also a multilingual administrative team of 5 persons. They speak French, English, Chinese, Arabic, Spanish, etc., not Japanese, sorry. And they are trained to welcome students from all over the world. The center also offers a buddy program. It's designed for all foreign students of the university, not only students from the center. And it consists in a student mentorship from French students from all collegiums of the university. They can guide and welcome foreign students when they arrive in Clermont. And they organize also some cultural and leisure activities during the year. The Flora Center has also obtained in 2009 the quality label named Label Qualité Fleu. This label evaluates the quality of the trainings offered by the center, the pedagogical team qualifications, the welcoming policy, the quality of infrastructures, and the global management of the institution. You can see in the little logo here that we obtain 3 stars in each item, which is the maximum you can have. So the center offers 2 diplomas. The first one is University Diploma of French Studies. It's designed for students who wish to further study in a degree in a French university. It's 1 training session per semester. This means that if you register in September, you are registered for 1 semester until January, and for 1 level. This means that if you are registered in level A2 in September and you succeed to the exams, at the exams in January, you will have your diploma, and in February, you will be able to register for B1, and this one ends in June. There's an exception for C1 level. This one is obtained in 2 semesters. It's 1 year from September to June or from February to January of the following year. The number of hours for each level is for beginners, A1 and A2, 222 hours per semester. For intermediate levels, B1 and B2, 260 hours. And for advanced levels, C1, it's 222 hours for each semester, which means that at the end of the diploma, you will have 444 hours. The objectives of the diploma are to acquire linguistic, cultural, and methodological skills that are required by all universities in France. The diploma consists in an intensive program adapted to each level, A1 to C1, in which you have linguistic courses, what we call general French, that I explained before, French courses targeting specific objectives, business, sciences, literature, etc. And for starting from level B1, intermediate one, reasoning and argumentation techniques. The cultural aspect is integrated in every course because we think strongly that this can help you better adapt to the French academic world. The only precondition to access to this diploma is bachelor's degree or an equivalent. It's the diploma you receive when you finish secondary school. So I think in Japan, it's the SENTA. The tuition fees of the diploma are 1,550 euros per semester. The second diploma we offer is a University Diploma of French Language and Specializations. It's for students with minimal A2 level in French who wish to further integrate a second, third year of bachelor's diploma or a first year of master's degree in the field of studies they studied before at the University of Clermont, Auvergne. It's one training per academic year. It lasts all the academic year from September to June. The number of hours goes from 400 to 620 hours and is different for each DULFS. It's the name of the diploma. The objectives of those diplomas are to improve the students' knowledge in French up to the required level in universities in France, which is B2. The students may also learn French university methodology and acquire theoretical and practical knowledge in the field of studies. So the diploma consists in an intensive program adapted to each level, this time B1 to C1, in which you find courses of general French as a foreign language, vocabulary, grammar, conjugation, etc. French courses targeting specific objectives in accordance to the field of studies, business, sciences, literature. Reasoning and argumentation techniques, as well as courses with other students in the targeted training at the university. Targeted training being the diploma you wish to enter at the end of the DULFS. The selection process is the following. Applications must be sent on eCandida platform, and they will then be reviewed by a French professor and a professor from the targeted training. Anyways, you can find all the information about application procedures and deadlines in our website. At the end of the academic year, students must be approved by the Disciplinary Admissions Committee. This includes a French professor and a professor from the targeted training. At the end of this committee, if you are received, you can then enroll in year 2-3 undergraduate or year 1 masters according to the DULFS you are registered in. So right now we offer DULFS in French literature, language science, information and communication, management, chemistry, physics, computer sciences, and mathematics. Regarding tuition fees, you have all the information here. And the preconditions are different for each diploma. So I recommend you to go find all the information about it on our website. So here you have all the contact and information. First, the website. Second, the email. You can email us for any information you need. And the phone number in case you have some troubles during your application. So I think now that we can pass to the questions if you have any. So maybe I can just do a little recap of what I just presented. The center offers 2 diplomas, one of general French as a foreign language to integrate later in degree in any university in France, and the second one is designed more for degrees that already exist in the University of Clermont, Auvergne, and it integrates some other courses than French that are from the diplomas you wish to enter.
日本語でも、ご質問していただけますので、ぜひね、この機会に学校の担当者の方に直接、ご質問いただければと思います。いかがでしょうか。なんでしょうね、美味しい食べ物とか聞いてもらってもいいですよ。Quelle est la spécialité de votre région comme nourriture?
Fromage. Beaucoup de fromage.
Beaucoup de fromage. やっぱね、チーズが、地域的にもチーズが有名だそうで、チーズ好きな方はぜひね、この辺に行っていただくと、美味しいチーズに巡り合えるかもしれないです。フランスは本当にチーズが美味しいのでね。他に何か質問とはないですか？はい、それでは、他に質問ないようでしたら、on va peut-être terminer notre présentation.
Oui, s'il n'y a aucune question.
はい、それでは、質問来てますね。Vous pouvez répondre à une question? Il y a Madame Sapa.
Je réponds en français du coup ou...
Oui. Allez-y.
Donc, en fait, pour le DEF, une fois qu'on a obtenu le niveau B2, normalement, on peut intégrer une formation en fonction des études qu'on a fait avant. Donc, si vous avez juste le CENTA, je crois que c'est ça, vous intégrerez un niveau, ce qu'on dit bachelor, première année de licence. Et si vous avez un niveau plus élevé, vous intégrerez l'équivalent du niveau supérieur en France. Vous pouvez postuler à un Master 1 si vous avez déjà une licence au Japon, avec le niveau B2 de chez nous. Et pour le DULFS, il y a différents DULFS, et pour chaque DULFS, il y a un niveau d'intégration différent. Donc, il faut que vous alliez voir sur notre site, en fonction de votre domaine d'études, le niveau d'intégration qui est proposé. C'est licence 2, licence 3 ou Master 1.
では、ありがとうございました。Merci beaucoup. お待たせいたしました。今日は3日目語学留学に関する1日の、最終のプレゼンですね。アンスティチュカトリック・ドゥ・トゥールーズに、登壇していただきたいと思います。はい、Fabienne, Christine, bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour tout le monde.
Je vous passe la parole.
Okay.
Allez-y.
Merci. En
présentation.
C'est parti. Je vais partager mon écran. Voilà. So, first of all, welcome. Bienvenue and yokoso. Sorry for pronunciations. It's my first time. Let us introduce you Institut Catholique de Toulouse and especially the Department of French Foreign Language, and a little presentation also of Toulouse, of the city. So let's start. So we just do as we were here, as we were here for starting the course today, this morning with us. So we make the presentation the same, almost the same as if you were already starting the course with us tomorrow. So we start with a little presentation of the team and welcome you, of course. Then you make a little visit of the Institute and especially our department, which is called IULCF office. Then the other buildings where you can have the classrooms, the self-restaurant, and also the library, because we've got a huge university library here. Then you take, it's the time of the level test at 9:30, and written and oral test. And after that, you come to the office and you come to see me to finalize registration. And well, generally, most of the registration is done before, but to get your student card and to finalize some stuff and to get information. During this waiting time, while you wait for your turn, you will get some coffee, tea, and biscuits just to wait with a little thing. So we welcome you here in the Occitanie region and in Toulouse. So here are some pictures of, first of all, of the region. We are situated here and Toulouse is around here. We've got also the famous company that you probably know, which is called Airbus for the planes. We've got here our national sport, we can say that, which is rugby. Here is a nice picture of a place not so far from us, the Pyrenees, which is the natural frontier with Spain. Here, our traditional meal here, it's the cassoulet with white beans and some duck and many other things. And I just encourage you to taste it when you will come here. And finally, a picture of our Japanese garden, which is not so far from us. And it's a really nice place to have a walk or make the picnic or whatever. So let me present you a little video of from the office, tourism office of Toulouse, just to show you just a little bit how does it look like. Then we welcome you at the Institut Catholique, Catholic University of Toulouse, which is a private university. And we've got then 5 faculties here from literature, philosophy, law, theology, canon law. That means that you can also study here in French in those different departments. We've got also 10 schools and organisms. And for example, here it's IULCF, Institut Universitaire de Langue et Culture Française. So we are a part of this faculty of literature. And we've got also the École de journalisme de Toulouse, Journalism School of Toulouse. Another little video to introduce you more specifically ICT and our international students coming here to study French or other different, they are going in other different faculties. So this can give you a little overview of the city again, but more especially the students, our international students and Japanese also. So then we continue with the presentation. So as you can maybe see and notice in the video that we just saw, we've got some Japanese partnerships already, as Nanzan University, Nagoya University, and Sofia University. And we had welcome here at IULCF students from those Japanese university to study here French. And some of them also went in other faculties. So it can be a good thing also to come with an Erasmus Plus program. So do not hesitate if you're interested in to talk about your international relations service, to maybe build a partnership with us and then come in this program. So finally, welcome to IULCF, which is the French Language and Culture Institute. Also in the video, it's mentioned that we are accredited, awarded by the International Center of Pedagogical Studies, which is the CIEP. And also we are member of Groupement FLE. Here are the little logo showing that, and of course, Campus France. Here, your surroundings, as I told you just a little earlier, we've got a university restaurant just in the same place where you can have your meal every day. So it's around €4 if you're not too hungry. And then you need this student card. So when we finalize the registration, I will give you the student card, which is really necessary to access to the self-restaurant here. We help you also with accommodation, and we propose 3 options. University residence, and this is going via the cruise. So we deal to book a place for you, so you don't have to make anything for accommodation if you choose this option. Another option is host family. We've got a partnership with an association called Active that you can contact directly, or you can also ask me and I will contact them for you if you prefer. And then we have got kind of partnership with Habitat Espérance, which is a young workers hostel, and you can go there. You can also contact them directly or through me. and it's 10 minutes walking from ICT, so it's really a place, a really great place and very near from here. We work also with Colline des Sciences, which is a university residence, a little bit far, more far from here, but a really nice place too. So do not hesitate if you have questions about accommodation. I'm here to help you with this administrative thing. Then you've got also a university library, and also the student card is very important to access to it. There is a specific place for FLE documents, so really we encourage you to go there to work. We got a student recreation room where you can find table tennis, baby foot, just to have when you have the break, if you want to relax a little bit. So it's really near from the office here and the classrooms. We propose also some cultural activities and workshops in the afternoon. So this can take place here or outside. We've got some trainees in Master FLE who propose activities, and most of the time it's free. Or we can also give you the information of what the city proposes, and there are many things, events, cultural and other things that you can visit, you can go, and most of the time it's free for students. And finally, we've got a students' life service here, dealing with all the which is not pedagogical. So we can help you if you want to create a project here, or create an exhibition, or participate to the organization of the gala of the Institute. Whatever you need, you can come to see me also, because I'm dealing with that for a part of my time here. And don't forget that students' card is really helpful regarding many discounts that you can get here and outside, for example, theaters, cinemas, restaurants. So it's really interesting to get it and to have it here also to access library and university restaurants. So let me introduce you the team. So the teachers, we've got Christine, who's also the director of the department. We've got Valerie, Juliette, Karine, Julie, and Anya. These are the permanent teachers here. And the team, so Christine and I, Christine was director, and myself as an administrative assistant, and also working at Student Life Service. So just to give you also a little overview of the organization of the course, every morning here from Monday to Friday, just a little difference with the schedule on Friday. And there is a little break, 20 minutes around more or less 11. So just to have a break, have a coffee, and going to play baby foot or whatever, just relax a moment. Then to enter a little bit more in the heart of the subject regarding the French courses, the methodology. We use a methodology regarding the common European framework of reference that we call the Cadre Européen de Référence. So we've got a level from A1 to C2. C2, it's not so often, but A1 to B2, C1, let's say. And all the courses are built around the 4 skills: comprehension and expression, written and oral. Of course, you have also social cultural objectives. You have grammar and glossary. Teachers use various and different materials: audio, video, web, pedagogical documents, and everything is provided. You can just buy maybe a dictionary if needed, but then we provide everything. So let's talk about this framework. So on first day of session, we got the written and oral test assessment. So just to see what is your initial level here. And then, as you can see, A1, beginner, A2, elementary, B1, intermediary, B2, advanced, C1, C2, which is like really fluent. So this is our reference here for the progression also in the course. So for the levels and assessment, during all the months, you will get a continuous assessment. And this is what we call evaluation continue. So here are the different points. And at the end of the test, at the end of the month, sorry, you will go to final test. Most of the time it's during the last week of the month. And anyway, the teacher will give you the precise date. And you don't have to be absent at this moment because it's really the final test to see how did you improve during the month. And if you have acquired or if you need to be strengthened on some skills. So this is quite important to be here. So regarding this attendance, in case of absence, please, you need to inform either directly your teacher or the secretary. So you will all have my email address. So just send an email if you have an appointment, if you are here, but please think about inform us. Because if you are too often absent, the consequences are this one, you won't get any certificate at the end, and you can get also 0 with the continuous assessment. So that's why it's important to be here. And if you're absent, to let us know. Finally, at the end of the training, the courses here, you will get some documents. This certificate of attendance telling when you started, when you finish, and the number total of hours of course. A pedagogical report that is filled in by your teacher regarding your motivation, participation during the course, and how did you improve your level. And if needed, and only on demand, a transcript of records. If your university, for example, ask that to you, but we need to know that a little earlier before you definitely leave. Then also at the end, it will be the time for you to express yourself and to evaluate us with a little evaluation form. So how have you been welcomed here? What about the surroundings, the premises? What about the courses also, the pedagogy, the materials, the support, and the accommodation? We've got a little ideas box just in front of the hospice. It will be shown during the visit. So if you have any suggestions or whatever, do not hesitate to use this little ideas box. So for any questions and problems, 2 different things. If it's a pedagogical or organizational issues, your teacher directly, or you can see also Christine, the director, to ask or to get some help about methodology or the courses, and especially if it's more than a question after the course, and if you need time, Christine can receive you on Wednesday. So there is some time dedicated to help students like tutorat, so to help you for different questions. For administrative issues, so you can see me, of course, for student card, for accommodation, for restaurant, whatever. And every month, Christine will go in each group just to talk about the courses and to find out if there are things to improve or if there are remarks, questions, or whatever. She will come to you to discuss about that. So here is a little, our student, Fuyumi, she sent us, how did she feel here? So I'm just sorry, I received it yesterday, so I just translate it to you now. So thanks to IULCF, she succeeded to get the DALF C1, which is a official diploma. And she studied here for 5 months. She said that the teachers are very kind and very, they encourage her to make her French perfect. And she works in little group. So this allow her not to only talk French, but also to ask questions and to express her about her point of views about the different thematics that they are going to study in class. Despite the lockdown, she can improve her level because we had only online courses, and those courses were really with quality, and this helped a lot her to get and to succeed the DALF C1. So there is a little picture of Fuyumi, I think it's in maybe Albi, and this is a picture of the Institute. So thanks to her. So just to end a little with the presentation, we have some activities here. We had last January 2020 international party, so it was really a great moment with some specific food or traditional clothes, and it was really fun. We tried to organize that with International Relations Service and Erasmus students each year. We really try to make this appointment really annually. There was also a visit of the City Hall, Place du Capitole, that you saw in the video with some teacher. So this was in the summertime, 2019. Then also during a course, there were some games for like chess, for example, Scrabble, and so it was an activity during the course. Really great escape game here, really in the classrooms and so on. This was really cool, and you can see that all are smiling. Then there was a visit also, but we put this picture especially to show you that there is a really diversity about the students coming here. They are really coming from everywhere, all the continents. We have got also students from South America, from Asia, of course, from Europe, from North America. And there is really a mix, and it's really interesting as a human experience and cultural experience. So if you want to have also another overview, I suggest you to see on the Instagram in IULCF, Institut Catholique Toulouse, ICT Toulouse. So you will see what we have like activities or events that we organize, and quite fun. You can also follow us on the webpage, but this is the official one of ICT Facebook. But for student life also, we can post some information there. So also if you want to follow us on this network. Finally, do not hesitate to contact us. So here's my email address and Christine's one. We hope you enjoy your stay here in Toulouse, in ICT, and especially in IULCF. And we hope to welcome you soon, hopefully. Okay. Maybe I would like to just show you some documentation I prepared for you, and that will be given to you once you will be here, like this little tote bag. And inside, how the percentage of Japanese students at ICT, to be honest, I can't tell precisely, but I can show you, if you let me, I take the webcam, I will show you the wall with here, completely on the top, on the right, you see there are some Japanese students came here, and it's about 12 students here, but this is not completely actualized, in fact. So I can get this information for you more precisely if you need that. So here you've got the little leaflet from the Institute. Inside, you will get this framework I explained to you with the different levels. You will find a little information about us and our organization. Then also how to connect here to Wi-Fi. This is translated also in English, don't worry. And finally, a map of the Institute, because there are 3 different sites here. And also a little leaflet in French with the 10 good reasons to come here to study French. And also we'll give you a little leaflet from Toulouse, and you will see some some nice picture, and like in the video that I show at the beginning. And of course, this, oh, no, sorry. I missed this, a little map of the city and a little map of the transport. So we've got buses, we've got tramway, we've got subway. So that's important to you. And when you arrive, I give you that, and it can help you to come to the Institute or to move in the city, in fact. So for me, the presentation is over. If you have any question, I will be happy to answer you about the Japanese student who got the DELF C1 after 5 months course. She didn't start, Fuyumi didn't start with a complete beginner. Maybe I can find that for you. I think she was like, not beginner, she was maybe elementary. So, and it's quite hard to say about the progression because it's really an individual thing. I mean that some students are really improving quite fast and others need more time. And this is not, you won't study the same thing if you stay in the same level. I mean, you will have another teacher, it can change around 2 or 3 months. So, and it's not in 1 month you need to reach a level. I mean, for Fuyumi, it was in 5 months, but she went not with basic level. She was already not a starter, and that's why maybe she need only 5 months and with online courses, but only in face-to-face, because in September and October, we were in face-to-face classes. Hope I answered you correctly. Maybe another question. I can send also, maybe if you need more details, I can send that by email or to Campus France. And maybe another question or a precision or. Let's quick a little maybe with the presentation. Oula. Super. We are situated, yes, of course, I forgot that, and it's a very important point. We are situated really in the center, historical center of the city. That means we are like about 15-20 minutes walking from the city hall, Place du Capitole. We are situated in a very nice neighborhood with a lot of restaurants and cafe, and this is a very living place and very well situated also regarding all the transport. You can come here by bus, you can come here by the tramway, we've got 2 lines. You can come here by the subway, we've got 2 lines too. And also walking or taking a bicycle from the city, because there you can get a vélo Toulouse, as we call that. So it's really easy to come here. And it's really a great place. We are not far at all from everything in the center of the city, which is not so big here in Toulouse. Hope I answered you. Okay, about the new place, we've got some a place dedicated for students with Café des étudiants, so student coffee, a place, really nice place with a part outside. And we've got some co-working spaces also. This is new, this hasn't been yet really, it's not, we cannot go now for the moment, but for September it will be okay. And we have some classrooms also, because we need more places here, more spaces for classrooms. And so this special co-working and spaces also that where you can work and talk also, because in the library you can work in group, but you need to be quiet. So it's not a place to really work in group. and this will be really dedicated for the co-working stuff for all the students. Yes, there are online courses since last June. It's on Global and via Moodle. It's not in Zoom. But when you register, you will get a link, and it's really easy to follow the course online on Global. And Moodle, which is a platform, you can get all the documents that the teacher, they put the documents on this platform, and you can get the documents easily. Yes, I think it's a fun MOOC. You mean that it's fun to study there? I suppose so. It works very well, to be honest. And as Yumi said earlier, it's really easy to follow the course on this platform, Moodle. Alors c'est Global via by French government. Don't really know. Fun MOOC. J'avais répondu qu'à famille. Institut Français. I see that French Institute is answering you. Okay. Okay, so this is answered. Maybe another question, or if you want to have precision.
はい、それではどうも、ありがとうございました。Merci Fabienne。
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。それではですね、14時から、お送りしてまいりました、Choose France ウェビナーシリーズ語学留学でですね、そろそろおしまいにしたいと思います。明日はですね、人文社会学、法学に関する一日となっております。ぜひ、今からでも間に合いますので、お申し込みをいただいて、またご参加いただければと思います。長い時間どうもお付き合いいただきありがとうございました。また質問等いつでもメール等でお受けしております。それでは皆さん、良い夜をお過ごしください。さようなら。